listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Make it bounce, make it jiggle, what you sitting on? You know that you're gon' break it down to the floor. Break it down, move around, what you sitting on? You know that you're gon' break it down to the floor. Make it bounce, make it jiggle, what you sitting on? That ass make a brother need crash insurance. The booty get any bigger?
That's shut up, Junkyard. That was a funny thing I saw on Instagram. You know who Little Peep is because you like SoundCloud rappers, right? Have you heard of Little Peep?
I've heard of Little Peep, yeah.
All right. Do you know that he died from drug overdose?
No, but that does not upset me.
Okay, but I saw something on the internet that was it made me laugh. It's mean, but it made me laugh. Some guy was on Instagram and he's like, "Congrats to Little Peep, 9 months sober." Welcome to the podcast.
That's actually hilarious. You know why? Tell him why it's funny.
Because he dead.
So technically.
How long has Corey Monteith been sober?
How long has he been dead?
Let's say 5 years. No, how long is Gleed?
Fuck if I know. Anyway, hello everybody. We are New Kids in the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me, as always, is Tony D and Mamba. And we're back after a 2-week
hiatus,
more or less. So yeah. What's going on, guys? What have you been up to these last 2
weeks?
weeks?
Back by unpopular demand. Nobody's been asking for it, but
what have we been doing?
Nothing. There's something that I noticed with Junkyard. So Junkyard is a producer of the show. So 1 week, I don't think I could record. Was that?
Yeah, last week. Because you
week?
had work. Yeah.
Did I? Okay, the week before that, I noticed that if Junkyard doesn't text you early, what time are we going to record? You're not going to record that day. So I don't bother. So my girlfriend is like, "Oh, it's Wednesday. Aren't you supposed to be recording?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but Junkyard hasn't messaged me yet, so I'm not going to say anything." Even if I see the most funny thing on the internet and I want to share it with you guys, I'll share it the next day because I don't want to.
Because you don't want to add him.
I don't want to add. Yeah, I don't want to give it any.
It'll awaken the beast.
Yeah,
because then he'll be reminded like, "Hey guys, we're recording today."
Yeah,
right?
if I message him,
shit.
he's gonna go, "Oh, that's funny." Also, when are we going to record? So I just don't say anything to you.
That week, I actually lost my voice. Remember, you saw me that Saturday for the McGregor Habib fight. Remember, my voice was like almost gone.
No. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
That whole week, my shit didn't come back till like Thursday.
So you couldn't even speak.
Or Friday, and I couldn't say anything. I mean, I could, but I sounded like this, and I couldn't really talk really much louder than that.
Speaking of,
so that sounds like an improvement.
Should we talk about that now?
I mean, we can. You want to save it to later?
Why? Do you have a segment lined up? Because Tony said no segment.
I don't, but I can.
No, don't do it. We don't want to hear that. Don't do it. I said don't.
I don't do anything.
Okay, I'm not going to talk about the fight. I'm going to talk about the problems that fight.
The aftermath?
That fight caused.
Okay.
I don't need the music, though.
That's fine.
Okay. So it's been 2 weeks.
Nobody needs that music.
It's been over 2 weeks, right? When this airs, it'll be over 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Anyways.
What fight are you talking about?
The Conor McGregor versus Khabib fight, where Khabib tapped out Conor in the 4th round. So
by neck crank.
So the reason why that started problems with me and my girlfriend, I think she was drinking.
Okay.
So my girlfriend has never been into MMA. Like whenever I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go watch the fights. You want to come? She's like, nah, it's like a guy thing. It's just gonna be you and your the guy. She's like, I'm not interested. I'm like, okay. But she went to go that weekend. She went to go visit her brother in Arizona.
Right.
And he's like a big McGregor D rider.
Okay.
Like he thought McGregor.
I'm pretty sure you can swear on this podcast.
He just didn't want to.
I was just trying since
he's trying to be nice.
Since it was a brother, I was trying to be respectful. I was trying to be respectful.
So you're trying to say he's a dick rider?
He's a dick rider. Okay. Yeah, he's a McGregor dick rider. I like him. I like the guy, but
he just rides McGregor's dick.
Yeah,
we have a friend that we all like, and he's a dick rider.
Dick rider. Yeah. Okay,
I think everyone's a dick rider.
Yeah.
We all dick ride someone.
It just depends on which you dick ride. Yeah, Junkyard dick rides. I dick ride McDonald's. Tony dick rides.
Dick ride anything.
Tekashi 6ix9ine. Yeah. Anyways, so I guess they were watching the fight at his house. My girlfriend was watching the fight. This was his birthday. So she was texting me the whole night. She was like, "Oh, who do you think is going to win this fight? Who do you think?" Might I add, I was right about all the fights that I predicted. I should.
Why didn't you do a parlay?
I should have.
You
I
could've
would have
won big
won.
money.
I would have won. Anyways, and then she texted me, and then that whole.
I won $20 that night.
Really? Nice. Oh, with our friend Pika, right?
Yep. And I won $50 yesterday.
Damn,
Oh,
Pika's
I
just taking a lot of L's.
She should probably quit.
No, he should quit. Junkyard should keep it going.
Yeah. So once Khabib tapped out Connor, and then he jumped into the stands, and there was that whole altercation afterwards. She was like, "Oh, that's so shitty. Why would he do such a thing?" And she was like getting really upset. And I was like, "Is this you text me? Or is this your brother?" Because I could like imagine her brother was like talking all sorts of shit. She's like, "No, I just think it's something that he shouldn't have done. It ruins the sport." I'm like, "You've never watched the sport." So we ended up getting into an argument about it.
And you know what? You know what's funny about that is that people that say that, like, 'cause she's not the only one that said that. Like, other people have said the same thing about,
yeah.
and mostly it's because they're on Connor's side.
Yeah.
It's like everybody seems to forget that Connor threw a fucking dolly at a bus window
And he
and hurt three people that are not psychologically fucked up one, and physically hurt two people that weren't. None of them were Khabib. Actually, innocent bystanders. Khabib tried to fuck up Connor's team, which is like at least not as bad as like just.
he didn't face any.
No.
I know he went to jail.
They use that shit for like promo.
Yeah, they used it for.
No, he did. He got a fine. That's it. I mean, like a slap
That's
on the
it?
wrist. Yeah.
Well,
He and probation. He got
Well, they
probation.
kept Khabib's check, and they like
Yeah. Well, the reason. So the difference is because
it was at an event.
yeah, one was at after the event. You know that, and he's a licensed fighter. So the
Okay.
athletic commission actually has like, you know, like are able to do something. Where when Connor wasn't on it was in New York. He wasn't a New York licensed fighter, and it wasn't during it was during an event, but he had no part of it. You know what I'm saying? He was just there.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's more like a
Just
like
a
a just like a
spectator.
right.
I got you. What were you saying, Tony?
So, I don't know. Maybe I just don't really understand the whole concept of PTSD. But, like, I saw that whole incident when McGregor's team was, like, yelling at the bus and he threw a dolly. But there's a bus full of fighters. It's
Yeah,
like,
right.
Well, Rose, the only fighter that has like the PTSD, if you want to call it that,
Also,
is
I
Rose
think
Namajunas.
I think that
Okay,
that term
that I
is.
understand.
I think that term is
Well,
is like overused. I had PTSD.
do you think she's traumatized?
she said, well,
'Cause didn't she,
according to her and her coaches,
Whenever she sees like a dolly, she starts really.
no, it's not that. From what I
Or a
he-
window.
like I
If
said,
she's moving.
I'm not one to judge, but from what every like her coaches and her boyfriend say is that she doesn't want to go out to public places because of this. Because so basically, what happened is like when she was on the bus and they started getting attacked, she didn't know what was going on. She thought it was like a terrorist attack. So all of a sudden,
She didn't, like, see them yelling and...
no, she said that as soon as because the first thing because he started throwing shit at the bus before he threw the dolly before it broke the window. So when he started throwing shit at
It
the
was.
bus,
How would she not know? It's.
she didn't look out the window. She said she heard a bang, and she automatically assumed it might have been a
She should have
bomb.
assumed. She should have looked out the window, saw that it was all Caucasian guys, and say, "Okay, definitely not terrorists."
And then I guess for what happened, she put her head down, so she didn't see what was going on. And then she fucking heard the glass break, and she didn't know what the fuck was going on until after the fact. Until after McGregor had already like left, she found she found out that it was him, but she kind of like fucked with her head, I guess. And after that, she got off the bus and she didn't want to be on the bus anymore.
Yeah.
Her and her boyfriend like took a taxi or
I know. I thought they walked.
or they walked to the hotel.
So that's
After
safer?
that, well, no, but she just didn't want to be on the bus anymore. And then like now, I guess she still has like
She's still traumatized.
she's still traumatized basically by the whole incident. Like she said, she doesn't like to go out of public places. That she's and the thing too with Rose is that she was also sexually abused when she was younger. So
Why did she
like
press
she's
charges?
I don't know why she didn't press charges. Michael Chiesa, the guy that got his head cut, and Ray Borg, the one that got glass in his eye, they both the people that actually weren't able to fight the next day pressed charges against Conor. They're in the civil lawsuit right now with him. But she just didn't. I don't think she felt the need to.
Yeah, that was kind of like a really douchey thing to do. So when Khabib like started talking shit and he whooped Conor's ass and he jumped, like I was actually not upset. I was like, "Yep, that's what they get for." And then the funniest was Drake when he was like,
Yeah.
like oh man, those pictures of when like his reaction when Khabib's jumping that he's like, oh fuck, shit's getting real.
I don't want to ruin it for you, but that wasn't at the event.
Oh, that wasn't?
No.
But it's just man.
But it's still pretty hilarious.
That was so funny.
It's
though.
a funny picture of
Yeah.
Drake. I don't know where that. I think he was at a concert. I think he was at a Travis Scott or Kanye West. Anyway, he was at a concert, and everybody always uses that picture for memes. It is a funny picture, though.
But when they add that and the Habib thing, it's fucking hilarious.
It's funny.
But anyway, he was fucking going after Dylan Dennis, and anybody who doesn't watch MMA or jiu-jitsu, you wouldn't
Which
know.
is everyone.
Right. Dylan Dennis is just a fucking shit talker.
You mean
and
you don't watch Bellator?
he only had one fight in Bellator, so whatever.
Oh, have you ever been on Dylan Dennis's Instagram page?
Yeah, I have.
It's the most douchiest thing ever. Like, talk about a Connor dick rider. Like, I guess he's getting famous
From Connor.
from Connor. I mean, he only has one MMA fight.
Right. But he was a celebrated jiu-jitsu player within the jiu-jitsu
but
community.
he's not reaching fame.
Right,
level.
no, he's not.
So now he's friends with Conor McGregor. Every other picture is with him and Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
And like if I just started, like, I would never just post every picture with you guys.
Well, you know
That
that
would look like a dick rider.
Yeah,
you know
would.
that his
Howard.
Yeah.
his mentor / coach for since he was a kid, the person he got his black belt under, Marcelo Garcia, kicked him out of his school because of all the shit that he was posting on social media, the way he was presenting himself, I guess.
Oh, really?
Was not very So they kicked him out. He kicked him out a year ago. Him and one of his other teammates, they kicked both of them out.
So he's a disgrace to the sport.
Well, Marcelo thought that he was a disgrace to his school and to the jiu-jitsu
So then
community.
he's just a disgrace
for-
overall. Then.
I don't
guess.
I don't get to use this word very often, but was he excommunicated?
He was excommunicated.
Oh,
It's a lot of syllables, Mamba.
never get to use that
And
word.
Marcelo, I mean, he looked up to. He's talked about it on other shows that Marcelo. He looked up to Marcelo. Marcelo was his mentor, his teacher for a long time, and all this stuff. And for him to just cut ties like that was really hurtful and whatnot. But
How did it feel when you cut ties with your jiu-jitsu school?
did he cut ties?
Oh,
I'll be back.
I'm pretty sure your ties are cut.
No, I'll be back.
What if you went back there and you were like, "Hello, master. It's good to see you again." And he was like, "Who are you?" It is
They're like new registrations at the front desk, please.
It is I, Junkyard. I have come to return and commence my training again.
He's like, my ankle's all better now. After 3 years.
My friend hasn't come back, has he? I don't think I could go through that again.
Anyway, so yeah, Dylan Dennis, douchebag.
Also, I have another gripe with you.
Can we save the gripes for later?
No, my gripe is personal with you. Don't touch the button.
Should I, you know, I mean,
Touch the button. Touch
It's
the
a
button.
personal
Hell
gripe.
no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
I feel like in real life you're a pretty tolerable guy. I mean, I wouldn't hang out with you if you weren't. Obviously, I hang out with you for reasons.
what
But
reasons?
I don't know.
Because you love me.
I'm still figuring those reasons out.
Those reasons are still up for question.
But for some reason, your online personality is that of a dick. You know that?
No, why?
I don't know. It's just like
I wouldn't say anything online that I wouldn't say in real
It's-
life.
it's
in
like-
person.
Yeah, but there's some things maybe you shouldn't say.
No.
it's like
Whether it's real
online-
life or online.
It's like online. You kind of come off like an autistic robot. You just say things.
Well, like Sheldon Cooper.
Almost, yeah. Like when our friend Alejandro, he nicely informed you about
Nicely. First of all,
He politely.
he knows damn well I don't fucking like wrestling, and he did that shit just to bother me.
So on Facebook, a friend of ours.
And before that, he already
was-
posted like 2 other wrestling related
It
shit.
was
doesn't matter.
nice.
On my-
But this
on
one
my page.
wasn't
This one-
related to a terminal disease.
Yeah, so our friend informed Junkyard of a famous wrestler, Roman Reigns, is diagnosed with leukemia again, and he had to quit. And then Junkyard just, I don't care.
Because I don't.
He's like,
I legitimately.
no. I think his name was like, so who cares? And I'm like,
No, I think I put I don't care.
I don't care. I'm like, well, I mean, it's kind of a dick thing. To
It's
say.
not a dick thing.
He's
I'll
like,
tell
"It's
you
not.
why.
It's true. I don't care.
Because I don't care. I could care less. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less. So this is the reason why I don't care. A, I don't watch wrestling.
I've given you a chance to redeem yourself.
No, and dude, I'm not. This I'm gonna tell you something. I'm being completely honest. I'm not gonna.
Oh, we are in.
I am not.
Junkyard gives no fucks about anyone with terminal diseases.
That's not
we
true.
are in for the lecturing of a lifetime. Junkyard adjusted his microphone so he could yell in it properly.
That's not true because I knew you were gonna bring this up. So this is the thing.
Oh, so you already had an argument to prevent.
He just hiked up his pants.
Hiked up his pants, tucked his socks
This is
into
the
his.
I'm not gonna fake like have sympathy or to something something that doesn't relate to me. So I'm gonna put it in perspective. A, I don't watch wrestling. B, I kind of know who Roman Reigns is, but I really don't. No, fuck wrestling. Okay, like I have no relation to him, to the sport. Like having leukemia sucks. Yes, I do agree with that. It does suck. It sucks for his family, his friends, anybody who follows the wrestling or fans of his. It sucks. But I'm not one of those people. I am not his friend. I'm not his fucking family. I am not a fan of wrestling. I'm not a fan of his. I don't care.
Okay, I understand.
I don't care. To be honest, dude, and I hope he doesn't die. But if he did die tomorrow, it wouldn't affect me in the least. It wouldn't. And that goes with like a lot of celebrities, like Avicii. When people were crying about Avicii dying, did I care? I mean, it was sad to see a young man go. I wouldn't wish anybody death.
That's different. Didn't
But I
Avicii
don't
die of
care.
overdose?
Yeah, he tried to drug.
Okay.
See, that's different. Like,
How is that different? That's-
because if someone dies of a drug overdose, like that's kind of on you.
Yeah.
If someone,
I don't
like,
think
if
Roman
someone
Reigns asked for leukemia.
Yeah. I don't think.
But
Yeah.
what does it matter?
If someone gets diagnosed with something, that's kind of like fuck. That really sucks.
It does suck. It sucks for, like I said, I'm not disagreeing that it sucks. I just don't care because it's not related to
so
me.
you don't care about other people.
It's not that. It's
could
that
you at least
it doesn't relate to me.
Could you at least feign compassion?
No,
So-
that's why. That's the whole thing. I'm not
Well,
fake. I'm
here-
not going to
why
feign
didn't you just say,
compassion.
instead of just saying I don't care, why didn't you say, "Oh man, that sucks"? Like if our friend Alejandro,
He doesn't care either. He just posted it
you know what he
to
probably
bother
did?
me.
He probably did, and from what I've seen, he was informing you about something that's very sad. He just wanted to keep
Like,
you
hey,
updated.
hey, this is sad, and you're like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Let him die. I'm
If-
like, dude, that's
I didn't say let him die.
fuck, dude.
I didn't say let him
if
die.
Al-
I just said I don't care.
if
he
Al
dies.
took,
I didn't say if he dies.
So what don't
I
you
just-
care?
I don't care that
You don't care
I
that he
don't care.
dies?
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
he's-
I don't care. I don't care that he has
Junkyard-
leukemia.
So you don't care about his disease. You don't give a fuck.
I don't care. I don't care about him as I don't care. he has no relation to me. Like I'm telling you, I have
Junkyard
no
is-
connection to Roman Reigns whatsoever.
Exactly. So you show.
If it was-
you show no empathy to anyone with a terminal disease.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I am saying is that
If there's someone,
I feel. Hold on, listen to me.
What you're saying is that if someone has a terminal disease and
That-
you don't know them, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
Junkyard is
that's actually
Ivan
that is
Drago.
actually quite correct. This,
If
and I'll
he
tell you why.
dies, he dies.
No, so this is the thing. It's like, look, having terminal disease is terrible. It's horrible, and I don't wish it on anybody. I don't
just
want
don't give a
anybody to
fuck.
get
You just
sick.
don't care.
Except
But
Roman
the thing
Reigns.
is that if John Doe from halfway across the world gets sick and dies, how the fuck does that relate to me? I
If
didn't
he's
know that
halfway
guy.
across the world, he's probably not John Doe. He's probably
You know what I mean? That's a fucking
Zing Mao.
Yeah.
All right, if Zing Mao across the fucking pond gets sick and dies, how does that relate to me?
It's sad.
It's different. It's different if it was one of you guys. If one of you guys were sick, I would be sad and I would be heartbroken because you're my friends. But I don't. Roman Reigns isn't my fucking friend. He's a fucking celebrity.
He's a friend to everyone.
He is not a friend to everybody. He's a celebrity. Okay, and I know him. I know him by name. I don't know. Like I never watched any of his wrestling matches. I don't watch wrestling. It has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Like if it's something I follow, and that goes to all of us. I bet you say you care, but do you really care? Like honestly,
So if Alejandro put that on my page,
I think it's different.
if he would have put that on my page, I wouldn't have said I don't care. I'm surprised you just didn't put
I said I don't care. One, because he kept posting shit about wrestling. And I don't give a fuck about wrestling. I don't care about anything that happens.
What
in
you should have
wrestling.
put is like, oh man, that sucks.
Look,
No.
I don't give a fuck about baseball. But if he posts something about, hey, this baseball player just got diagnosed with this, I'm like, oh man, that really sucks.
Yeah, that sucks. But at the
I'm
same
not,
point,
I'm not
you
gonna
don't care.
I'm not gonna post. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, well,
Let him die.
I didn't say let him die,
But
I just said I don't care because I don't. I'm not gonna fake
But if you don't-
like a response. Okay, I don't care. I don't care what people think about me.
So let him die.
First place.
Yeah. So if he dies, he dies.
Well, pretty much. If he dies, he dies.
He dies. You don't. Yeah. Who gives a fuck?
I don't care. His family cares. His friends care. Like that's
Not you.
and that's
You're nowhere near that list.
no, I am not because I'm not his friend. I'm not his family. I'm not a fan of his. I don't watch the sport. I don't care. It doesn't relate to me. I'm not gonna fake that. I don't care.
I'm not saying
you may think that that's an online persona, but that's not. I just don't care.
I'm not.
I'm
saying-
just saying what I
kinda
feel.
You kind of sound like that guy that's like, look, I'm not racist, but, and then he just proceeds to talk about how he's racist.
but
No,
talk about
that has
blacks.
absolutely-
That's what he,
That's actually nothing like this.
You're-
Why am I gonna fake like
you're
caring
like-
about something that I
You're like that
don't?
guy that says no offense and then proceeds to like do nothing but offend you.
Why am I gonna fake about something that I don't care about?
I'm
And
not
just say
saying-
that I care about
I'm
something
not
I
saying to fake. I'm not saying to like cry about it, but
Then what do you want me to do?
just put like, oh man, that sucks.
Oh man, that sucks. I don't care. How's that?
Just have a little compassion.
Dude, like I said,
Just
I
a
don't
little
want.
bit.
I don't wish him death. I don't wish him illness. It'd be better if he wasn't sick. But it doesn't relate to me. I have no
What if
feelings towards him or the sport or anything.
What if
If WWE shut down tomorrow, I wouldn't give a fuck.
a lot of people would care though?
That's great for them. I don't care. It's not related to me. I have no ties to that sport. I have no tie or to entertainment. I have no ties to any of the wrestlers.
Ronda
I have,
Rousey.
that goes with
Ronda
a lot of
Rousey
things.
is in.
Okay, great. Okay, Ronda, one person, possibly Brock, because he's gonna fight in the UFC.
Yeah,
but
Brock Lesnar. Not to mention the best UFC fighter in the world, CM Punk. He comes from WWE.
Isn't
great.
Cormier going to WWE also?
No, he's not going to WWE.
Cain Velasquez might.
He's just training. He's probably not going to go over there. I don't think.
He's gonna be a luchador.
But anyway, but that's different. So like these are people that I actually follow, and I have like some sort of connection to, whether it's me following the sport or following them at their career. I don't follow Roman Reigns.
So let's say,
So
let's say, God forbid, like like
if you would
a
have named,
family member of yours at the hospital, right?
that's different because
Wait, let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
You don't know where I'm going with this.
All right.
God forbid a family member, like
Okay.
has to go to the hospital. So let's say you go visit said family member in the
Okay.
hospital. Like, their room's probably going to be like on the 4th floor, like down the hall. Do you walk down that hall and be like, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about you.
That's
I don't give a
different.
fuck about you.
No, but you know what? Because nobody's asking my opinion.
What if I were to ask you? What if I were to go with you? Hey, do you care about that person? You'd be like, no, I don't give a fuck. Do you care about that person? You'd be like,
But
no,
if
I
you're
don't
asking
give a fuck.
me,
Huh, that's interesting.
but see, the thing is that-
we should go to the hospital, Junkyard,
but
one
you-
day. We
but-
should take Junkyard to the hospital and just ask him like if he cares about that person that's like about to die, just to hear him say, "I don't
And-
give a fuck."
and the thing is like, he put that shit on my page to just, fuck with me.
He put that shit on your page and you ate it up. You were shoveling it down your gullet.
You know what? I understand. I remember the meanest thing I ever said to Junkyard, and he like thought it was funny, but I still feel bad about it. Do you want to know what that thing was?
No.
Do you remember what it was?
No.
I don't even want to bring it up.
Go ahead. I don't care.
Remember when we went to go see this comedian? He was talking about his dad.
TFTI.
I think you were invited. We went to go see this comedian. We were talking about his dad, and I turned to you, and I was like, "Man, I wish I had a good relationship with my dad." And you were like, "Me too." And I was like, "Junkyard, be real. Your dad passed away. That's never gonna happen."
That's right. I do remember that. That shit was hilarious.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, it's like,
Did you care then?
no,
Oh,
sure didn't.
no.
Oh, you talking about my dad? Or are you talking about when you told me
When
that?
I told you that.
No, that didn't bother me.
Okay. Now I feel better.
No,
I've been
because
holding that
I'm
inside here.
because I have the thickest of the thickest of thickest skins. There's very few things you can say to me that will make me feel bad or
You would have
that
to have
will-
really thick skin to hold up your body upright because like it's a
'Cause
spine.
you don't have much of a bone structure.
Yeah.
So there's very few things people can say to me that make me feel bad or anything.
Okay. Well, I know you don't care.
Yeah, I don't.
So you don't care about someone that's dying, but you definitely care about someone bad mouthing Joe Rogan.
Oh,
But that's different.
Don't
Because-
ever
so-
let
Because you care about Joe Rogan.
Don't
Because I
ever
care
let
about Joe
Junkyard
Rogan.
hear you.
I listen to Joe Rogan's podcast religiously.
For those who don't know, if you ever badmouth Joe Rogan in front of Junkyard,
He will not have it.
he is gonna fix his mic, and you're gonna hear it.
And that's different. See, and that's my whole point. My point is, if I have a relationship or a, emotional attachment to a person, obviously that's a different story. And I mean, come on, let's all be honest. That goes with everybody.
Nope.
Goddamn liar. You're a fucking liar.
If he were if he were to post some shit on my page about someone that I did not know in a sport that I gave zero,
It's one thing-
fucks
it's
about,
one thing-
I would be like, oh damn, that really sucks.
Okay, it's one thing to write that sucks, and it's another thing to actually feel.
That's what I would feel.
Get the fuck out.
That is what I would genuinely feel.
But and then 5 minutes later, when someone else posts like a funny meme on your page, you quickly forget about what they just posted before that and just live on your life.
No,
Bullshit.
Nope.
My ass, you're harboring that shit forever. Get the fuck out of here.
Nope.
Now I know you're lying.
not me.
Bullshit.
If post something on my page about someone that I give 2 shits about, and I will still be like, damn, that really sucks, and I will mean it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna be like, oh well, fucks. If he dies, he dies.
Dude, everybody dies in life. There's 3 things guaranteed in life.
No, there's only 2:
No, 3.
death.
Death,
Taxes.
taxes, and there's another one.
What's the third one?
There was a third one.
That was the third one.
Yeah. Promise. I mean, the more common is death and taxes, but there's another one.
Those are the only 2 guarantees that I know
No,
of.
there's another guarantee.
What is it?
I forget what the other one was.
Okay.
But anyway, besides the point. Yeah, you're guaranteed death and tax. Everybody's gonna die. Whether, I mean, yeah, it sucks, dude. It sucks. It's a part of life. I'm not saying it's not sad that he's got leukemia for him, his friends, his family, everything, but it just doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form
You
because
give 2 shits.
I could care less.
I would like you to like just feign some sort of compassion or something.
Why? I don't
just-
know the guy.
I just want you to just fake it.
Yeah, fake it. Pretend like you actually did care.
Dude, that sucks. It's horrible. It's terrible.
See that's all you had to do online.
It's like when
But I'm not. But I see that's the whole thing. I'm not gonna fake something that. What's the point of?
It's the internet,
why,
first of all.
Why would?
Everyone fakes everything on the internet.
yeah, like when Tony sends me a link to like Tekashi's song, and I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice song.
Yeah,
That's a nice song.
Yeah, he doesn't be like, I don't give a fuck. I hope he dies.
Yeah.
He doesn't say that.
I was like, that's definitely music.
I mean, I do have compassion for certain things, but like, I just, especially when it, and it's also hard for me to feel bad for celebrities.
Have you ever?
Cause hold on, another thing why I don't feel so bad for fucking Roman Reigns is he's a fucking millionaire, and if anybody can have like good health care, there's people way worse spots that have leukemia than he is. That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah, we should feel bad for them too.
Okay, we should feel more bad for them than fucking Roman Reigns. I'll
We
tell you
should,
that.
But you feel bad for neither of them, right?
Well, because I don't know anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So you
because I don't know any
so
of
you
them.
don't feel bad.
No,
they
I
die.
don't.
They die.
I mean,
So
they're-
you guys,
everybody's gonna die.
If you have a,
Well, we're all dying.
if you have a,
I'm dying.
if
You're
you're
dying.
listening to this podcast and you have a terminal illness or somebody that you know has an illness, I feel bad for them.
I feel bad for them too. Junkyard doesn't
Us,
give a fuck.
Well, it's different. If it's
two
one
out
of
of the
our,
3,
if it's one of our listeners,
2/3 of this podcast.
2/3
feel
of
bad.
NKOTP cares about the people.
if it's one of our listeners, I have an attachment to our listeners, so then I do care.
What if Roman Reigns is a listener?
Doubt it.
What if he was?
Oh well. I mean, I didn't know that. My bad, dog.
That's big dog to you. That's his moniker.
Is it? I don't fucking know who Roman Reigns is, man. I didn't. Like I said, I've heard his name like once or twice. I don't know who the fuck that guy
He's
is.
The Rock's cousin.
Great.
You'd get
The
along
Rock,
with him.
The
That's
most,
different,
The
huh?
most electrifying.
Yeah,
man
I know who The Rock
in
is.
sports entertainment.
Yes, I know who The Rock is.
Actually, in all of entertainment now.
He named one of his finishing moves the Superman punch. So you both like Superman.
Great.
It's like when you have sex with your wife, you called it the Superman thrust, and you do one thrust, you finish, and you're done. That's a Superman thrust.
Nice. That's now I'm gonna try that.
Just one,
Just one.
very hard thrust.
Yeah,
Let's see if I can blow my load.
Okay, I'm guessing we got that out of the way.
Yeah,
There was another complaint I had, but I just
you
feel
can
like,
say it for later.
I feel like we had so much because you were kind of a dick about something else on the
Hell
internet.
no, motherfuckers!
Wake the
See,
fuck
what I
up.
feel like you think that I'm being a dick. I'm not being a dick. I'm just being honest.
It was when you were talking about, we were on Facebook, you were talking about Demetrius Johnson being traded for Ben Askren.
Yeah.
And I was just joking around.
I know you were.
I was
and I was joking around back.
That was my fault because I was joking about with Joe Rogan. And I know that is a no. That's a big no in this household.
But I was literally joking
All
with
I
you
said
too.
was if Ben Askren fights in the UFC, Joe Rogan is going to have a huge erection. And Junkyard was like, you obviously never seen him fight.
It was, and I was actually joking with you
Nope,
too.
you were not.
Yes, I was. I swear to God, I was. Thing is, like,
There was
see,
a couple
it's-
exclamation
See,
points
you
in
guys,
there.
you guys like getting a rise out of me online, but then when I try doing it back, you guys are like, oh, what are you getting all mad for? Like, I'm not even getting mad, motherfucker. I'm just putting shit just to like,
I don't try to get a rise out of you online.
You guys are more sensitive than I am. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking. Both of you.
I am like the least sensitive person.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish I could feel things. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's that. But I don't. Yeah, it's great.
That was the best opener ever. Should we just finish like calling it an episode?
It's been like half hour already.
Oh, really? All right, let's end it.
like us on Facebook, facebook.com.
Anyway, well, let's go. Let's get to our Urban Dictionary word of the day since we got one. This was pretty good. Tinder tornado. Tony, you know what Tinder tornado is?
I already
You use
saw it.
Tinder.
Yeah, is that when?
Well, you used to use Tinder. I don't think you use it anymore.
Is that when you just swipe like nonstop?
Nah, kinda. Mama, do you know
Okay,
what
I
it
don't
is?
know what it is.
Tinder Tornado
Yeah.
is, I'm going to guess, it's where you set up multiple Tinder dates at one time at the same location. And if you
And
don't,
try to get through them all.
yeah, try to get through them all. If you don't like them, you just move on to the next.
Like speed date?
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's not what it is. Tinder tornado. When unsure whether to swipe left or right, you make a circular swipe on the screen and let fate decide.
Does that actually work?
So here, use it in a sentence. I'm taking a gamble on Lexi. Gonna Tinder tornado this one.
Yeah, so if you do like a circle,
So yeah, it's see what the screen registers if it's a
it might
right
register
or a
a left
left.
or a right. So you just
just
okay,
circle it.
now I get it. I remember when
And if you do it really fast, that makes it more a tornado motion.
one of my buddies was talking, he was like, "Hey man, do you have Tinder?" I'm like, yeah, like what do you? He asked me, he's like, "Oh, what do you do when you run out of swipes?" I was like, "What do you mean? What the fuck?" I'm like, "Do you run out of swipes?" He's like, at the time I didn't know that you had limited amount per day." And he's like, "Yeah, man, like after a certain amount, like you're done for the day until the next." I was like, I'm like, dude, but I use it like a lot. Like how often do you use? Like, oh man, I just swipe right to everything. I don't give a fuck. I don't even look. And sure enough, he posted out his phone and he was just going like swipe, 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 swipe. He did it for
anything?
Anything. He doesn't anything. It's just whatever, because he doesn't want to risk the chance of like
Missing something.
of missing a match, regardless of how busted she is.
Oh.
So yeah, he went through that, and that's how I learned. Like, oh, I guess because after a while, it showed like, oh, you've reached your limit for the day. So yeah, there's a limit.
Out of all of us in here, I think you're the only one that's ever had a Twitter.
Tinder.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck it is.
I've never had a Tinder. I've actually I've considered like telling my
Yeah,
wife.
but you're married.
No, I know, but that's what I've considered telling her. Be like, I want to use it. I just want to use it. I'm not going to talk to anybody. I just want to see like the whole like the way it works.
Were you
know?
going to
Like-
tell her this in English so it counts as telling her?
Yeah,
But she doesn't
But she doesn't
understand what you're
understand.
saying. So,
So all she'll do is smile, and I like see.
I
And
think
then, and then you get the
I
green
know
light.
what you do now. That's how you like get out, like don't feel bad about it. You're like, hey, I'm gonna go on a date tonight with this other woman. You're cool, and she's like, oh yeah. She doesn't know what you're saying, and you're
So
like,
she's
great.
like, so she just agrees.
You're like, technically, you told her.
yeah.
she didn't say
She did
yeah.
say she didn't say no. I couldn't go.
Right.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
What's better, Tinder or what's the other one? Bumble?
Bumble, yeah.
Bumble.
There was another one, not Grinder. You know that one's for the gay community. What was the other one? There's
I
another.
don't think it's for the gay community, but
You know what I mean?
It is actually.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay, but I just don't like the way you said it.
Yeah.
It's like for the gays. Ugh.
Bumble is like Tinder, except the girls are the only ones that can initiate contact.
There's other ones though. There's like the coffee
is-
one where
Coffee meets bagel.
I think.
Yeah.
Is that-
one's in Shark Tank?
What's the difference? What's that one?
You get certain matches per day. Like they actually match you up, and then from there you can choose. Tinder is just like, hey, like just
Yeah.
So out of all of us, you're the only one that's ever had that. Not to get in your business, but have you ever gone on a date out there?
no. What I used it for was more of like self validation.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because there were times when I'm like, you just feel down. You're like, fuck, man, like life's going rough.
Yeah.
So you just go on Tinder. I would go on Tinder. I'm like, do some swipes, get some matches. Like, oh, cool. And then like that's it. I would never talk to
That's
them.
it?
Yeah.
Would anybody ever try to talk to you?
Yeah,
Like-
they would say hi, send messages, but I'd never respond.
and then you're like, I'm just here for
I'm just here for
confidence reasons.
Yeah, I'm just here to boost my morale.
I like that.
So yeah, that's the only reason I use it for.
I want to use it. I just want to like. Can you use it off your phone?
You can't, Junkyard.
That's
Like I said, I don't necessarily to talk to chicks. I just want to see like.
I
what-
get
talk to
what
dudes,
I get what he's saying though.
you know.
I probably put too much of my business out there. When me and my girlfriend first started dating, she like caught me talking to other girls, but I wasn't gonna do anything with them. I was just using it for self validation because I liked being liked.
Sometimes you just need that affirmation that you still got.
Yeah.
You know?
So like she was like, "Why did you do that?" And I was like, "I just like the attention."
yeah.
I wasn't gonna do anything with them.
Yeah. Like I felt better about myself knowing that like, oh look, I could potentially go out with these girls here.
I'm not gonna.
I don't
do
want
anything,
to. I don't want to.
but it's there.
But it's nice to know that I have that option.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've gotten over it. I don't do it anymore. But just like the thought,
Yeah.
like yeah,
Yeah, and
Still got
Bumble, it works the same way, like similar to Tinder, except like, because with Tinder, once you match, you can send a message or they can send you a message. And Bumble, once you match, I think only the girl can initiate.
But see, the thing is, I would be afraid that like if I did use Tinder or something like that, and then like I got a match and they start talking to me, and I'd be like, oh fuck. Just
I don't think you
ignore
have to
them.
worry about that.
Yeah, you just be like, I hope you die. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't know you.
That's
Yeah.
a good opening line. How to use that?
I'm sure there's gonna be somebody that might swipe.
You
on
sexy, but I don't care about you.
Yeah.
I've seen some really funny ass ones. Like I've seen some girls that they're like not interested in anyone. I'm just here to look for my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Those are funny.
I kind of regret not getting on it just to test it out. You know
So
what
do
mean?
I.
Just to see what I could pull.
Not that I regret, but I just
It's
I
like
kinda
it's like
I've been
fishing, but
Yeah.
throwing the fish back in the sea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, I just wanted to see how big of a fish I could catch.
Yeah. Yeah, and then once you see the fish, okay.
Yeah, okay.
I don't
eat fish.
I don't want this fish.
I don't like the taste of it.
Yeah, so you
but
just throw the fish
Yeah,
back.
throw them back.
Yeah, and then tomorrow's another day.
Exactly. Oh well.
What if she wanted to fuck?
I tell her I have a girlfriend.
No, if you were single.
Oh, if I was single.
I mean, if you're single, obviously, what do you think?
Depends on how she looks.
A man's got to eat.
Good as fuck.
Man's
Like
gotta eat.
really good. I would tell her.
You know what? No, if she looks good as fuck and she. See, this is when people need to. This is why people get got. Because some
Yeah.
fine ass chick will like something and they'll be like, "Oh, hey, we should fuck," and then people that are too like that have no sense of
That are thirsty.
No, not thirsty, but they have no self awareness. Like me, I'm very self aware. Like if a girl messages me on the internet, like, "Oh, hey, what's up? I saw your profile. I think we should." I'm like, okay, first of all, you look like a model. There's no fucking way you're gonna want to talk to me randomly on the internet. So,
Yeah.
What if she really does look like that and she's on the
Oh,
and like,
shit.
oh, he doesn't
I
want
would
to talk
tell
to me.
her-
oh fucking shit!
I would say I need you to take a picture, holding up
a spoon on top of your head.
Yeah. With today's newspaper. And see what she says.
Yeah, this is. I think that's why I have about as much sympathy for people that get got on the internet.
Then someone that has leukemia.
I actually have the same amount of sympathy as people that get got on the internet as that you have for people that die that you don't know, which is zero.
I know we talked about this before. Can you give us an update on your one
Friend.
We got.
Yeah.
He's in debt.
still?
He's in
Sucks.
a lot of debt. Yeah,
Did he
he's 80 grand in the hole.
has he made any money or he got
I
any money?
don't think so.
You don't have to talk about it with him anymore? Or?
I mean,
I feel bad for him a little bit, and that's because I feel bad more for him than I do for Roman Reigns, because I'm connected to you and you are connected to him, and you told us that story.
that's
So that was
really
sad.
weird because I don't feel bad at all for him
Oh,
because I mean I know him. It does suck, but I mean you kind of like all the red flags were there. Whether he chose,
see, how come you can say that about him? It sucks that Roman Reigns has leukemia. I don't feel bad about it though.
Well, it's not.
because the difference is like my friend put himself in this situation. This
Yeah.
situation wasn't bestowed upon him with him having no control over it.
So,
With Roman Reigns, like
Maybe- but-
he had no control over this.
but
Like,
maybe
you
he
hear-
didn't have control over it.
And also,
Oh, he did.
Maybe he has like a mental like illness,
Shut up, Junker. And also,
You're not making it any
like
better.
depression.
and also, I'm sure when Tony's friend told him about it, he wasn't like, "Oh, I don't care."
Yeah, I didn't go like. I
He's
don't
saying it
give a
right
fuck.
now.
He probably was like, "Man, that sucks."
I did. I'm like, dude.
But he was thinking to him, well, he should have fucked up.
No,
don't
I
care,
told him.
got got.
I'm like, damn. I'm like, dude, man, that really sucks. But you're a fucking idiot. That's exactly what I told him.
it's like at my job when people like come up to me like, hey, I left my purse in the middle of an aisle and somebody came and stole it. What do I do? I'm like, I don't say, oh, I don't care. I'm like, oh, well, that sucks, but I can't do anything. You know, you got.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have left your purse there.
Yeah.
But inside, you don't care.
Yeah, definitely. But I have to tell them, oh, sorry.
And that's the thing too. Going back to the whole thing, you guys, everybody I was talking to on Facebook were all friends of mine, and I was telling you guys the truth. It's not a stranger. I have to be politically correct with. And so I'm like, oh man, that sucks about Roman Reigns. Just be straight up. Be like, I don't give a fuck.
If he dies, he dies.
Hey man, life's rough everywhere.
Life is.
But
rough.
Junker doesn't care.
But Junker gives no fucks.
Hey man, I got my own problems. All right.
You know,
I don't need to be worried about
You don't have
Roman.
any problems.
I don't need to be worried about a millionaire. That's got leukemia. I got my own shit to worry about.
Weren't you sad?
I'm not a fucking millionaire.
Weren't you sad when Steve
I'm
Jobs
fat?
died of pancreatic cancer?
No.
You're fat, but you could do something about it.
Yeah, you're right, but I don't.
Why don't you?
Well, right now I've been busy as fuck. I've worked 4 days straight, like my other job, not my regular job. My regular
You know,
job.
some people work every day. Not just 4 days.
You're
out
an
of the week.
idiot. I work Monday through Friday, my regular job. But in addition to that, I worked another four.
Oh.
I worked 4 days on top of
'Cause
that.
the way you
straight.
said it, you're like, I worked 4 days straight. Like that's rough for me.
I worked. So in other words, I've worked 7 days straight. No, more than that. I worked almost 2 weeks straight without a day off.
I remember this.
And it's going to be another week till I get a day off.
I
So
remember
I'll be in 3 weeks without a day off.
this guy, because I work retail, so I don't work Monday through Friday. I mean, I work 5 days a week, but it's never like Monday through Friday. This guy that I used to work with, he's like, man, I work 5 days in a row. I'm tired. And I was like,
That's like a week.
that's a regular
Normal
work week.
people.
normal. I work 5 days straight. I'm tired.
Oh man, that was the funniest shit I ever seen.
That is funny.
No, like I worked my 5 days in addition to another
Why do you
4
still work
evenings.
that job?
I'm actually gonna quit soon. I'm just waiting for my boss to fucking show up so I can tell her.
Why?
But I got 1 more month left. Huh?
Why?
Why what?
Why do you have to wait?
Because I want to do it in person. I'm not an asshole.
I mean, I'm sure.
I mean, you don't care if people die, but you're worried about being an asshole. To your
Well,
boss.
because I know her. I have a physical connection to them.
Ah, there's something going
No,
on there.
not that. If you've seen her,
There's
absolutely
physical
nothing going on.
connection.
No, there isn't.
Junkyard dare not wrong her.
And the tether between them is his dick.
Must be a very small tether.
Very small.
Why don't you just
Especially because she's kind of big.
Can you just email
So,
your boss? I mean,
you
there's
know,
a thing
there's
as
not-
there's such a thing as email.
text her?
No, because I want to do it in person. You should fucking who quits over email or phone? That's
Well,
like
it's not like this is like your actual job.
no, but you don't want to burn bridges anywhere, especially like when it comes to work. You don't burn bridges because you never know. What if tomorrow I lose my other job and I have nowhere else? Like I gotta go somewhere. I burn that bridge. I mean, if worst case scenario, I can always go back to work there. You know what I'm saying? At least for the meantime, don't burn bridges ever.
Well,
It's one thing I've learned in life.
I'm
You
not
never
saying to
burn
like
bridges.
just quit and not show up, but I'm saying
You can
can't you
email
tell
2
her
weeks notice, like, hey,
I'm
here's
gonna.
No, I'm not even giving her 2 weeks. I'm giving her a month because I already put my schedule.
Yeah, even better.
I'm giving her because I put my schedule in for next month, so I'm gonna tell her
Yeah,
I'm-
just give her
this
a month.
month before. Yeah, but I'd rather do it in person. You don't quit over the phone, or it's like you don't break up over the phone or email. You don't quit.
Yeah, you
over.
do.
No, that's wrong. You shouldn't.
What's wrong with
That's
that?
because that's bitch made.
No, it's not.
Are you bitch made?
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, I think it's very like.
If it means I could break up with somebody over the.
No, man.
Yeah, I mean, I
You
would
got to man up and do it in person.
No, I would rather just do it over the phone.
Dude, that's bitch made.
How is it?
It's just
bitch then?
easier.
Cause exactly.
It's just
That's
easy.
not supposed to be easier. You're supposed to do it
But
in
it's- But
person.
it's easy for both parties.
No,
I
it's
think so,
not.
too.
Because
Not-
because
it's-
look, because then what are you gonna do? You're gonna meet up then you gotta meet up somewhere.
You got broken up over a fucking instant messaging. How the fuck that feel?
I was fine.
No, you weren't. You were not fine.
Oh no, I mean the part that getting dumped sucks, but at least I didn't have to like oh shit. Now we're just
There's that awkwardness.
yeah. There's a
like.
they-
All right, what do we
That's
do?
but that's the whole
it's
thing. Like you
it's
gotta.
it's like when do you say goodbye? Do you
Yeah.
shake hands?
Okay, do we still hang out?
Like, can I get my stuff back?
I'd be like, can
It's
we fuck one last time?
Yeah. And
No,
then
man.
like and then she comes over to your place. You're gonna be like, all right, well,
Okay.
you should probably get going. Like, how do you ask her to leave?
That's why you break up in a public place, so you can just get up and go, and you don't make a big scene.
Yeah, but if
Who drove?
Chances are that
You drive separately.
But chances are, like, if you do that in a public place, she is gonna make a scene.
Well, fuck it, make a scene and then just leave.
And how you
Nah,
gonna-
see, I don't deal well with scenes. I'd rather just I'm doing it over the phone.
And how you
No,
gonna tell
man.
your girlfriend like, hey, let's go out. I want to meet you here. She's like, okay. What time are you picking me up? And you say, no.
Nah, let's just
We're
meet there.
driving separately.
Just be like, I'm busy. I'll meet you there. Or be like, my car broke down. I'm gonna take the Uber it there.
I'm not saying to like text her, but just like tell her like, look, because you tell her what's up or tell them what's up, how you feel, and then afterwards you just hang up.
That to all our women listeners, let us know
Why
what you
just
think.
women?
I want to hear.
men too.
No,
I'm pretty sure women feel this. Some women feel the same way.
I doubt it. Like, I want to know. I want to hear from women because I want to know how they would want to be broken up to, over the phone, via email, via text message.
Why just women?
Why do you assume that just the women are being broken up?
Guys are dumb too.
Yeah, guys are being dumped left and right, but I don't.
So-
But we already have a fucking majority male. Why we want to hear from our female listeners?
True.
We're all males here.
As a
Let's
guy,
be honest.
like if I was dating
who
someone,
gives a fuck
and she
about what
called
guys?
me up
the
and
guys
like, hey,
think?
you know what's not working? I'm like, oh man, that really sucks. Well, thanks for letting me know before I got ready, because then you get ready,
Yeah.
you make plans to go somewhere just to get dumped. That sucks. I'd
Yeah.
rather just do it in the comfort of my couch.
Dude, I got broken up with over the phone once, and that was
As a matter of
terrible.
fact, don't break up with me.
That's because you form unhealthy attachments. That's your problem. Like, you form unhealthy attachments at a frighteningly fast rate. That's with every
This was
girl.
this was in high school.
Even worse.
Yeah, that was
Because
pretty terrible.
That's
Yeah.
true. Junkyard started to want to hang out with me really fast.
That's not true.
Yeah.
You came over that one day. I didn't see you for like a year.
Yeah, but you were thinking about me the
Like-
whole time.
like Junkyard starts dating someone for like a month, and he's already like buying tickets for next year. Like, oh hey, you want to go to this comedy show with me like next year? It's like the fuck.
It wasn't that you guys throw that whole story out of proportion. It was
It's like, Junkyard, you need to like chill, bro.
it was like 3 weeks later, the comedy show.
It was
Come the fuck
not
on.
3
Yes,
weeks.
it was because the comedy show was in March. We were dating in February, and it was already like mid-February when I bought them.
Okay, it
was like 3 weeks.
You were dating in February.
Yeah.
These were for like October.
No, it wasn't. It was for March.
Did you guys have you had sex at that point?
Wait, from when? From when I bought them?
February.
When
What
I
about the
didn't-
tickets?
when I bought? No, we hadn't had sex yet.
Not even.
Oh.
So he gambled that he was gonna get it.
No, I mean I wasn't gonna go see. It was Aziz. I was gonna go see Aziz either way, with her or without her.
But
I
the
just
thing is,
invited her.
the
Who
thing is,
cares?
you invited her. Like, hey, you want to come to this comedy show? Oh, cool. When is it? Oh, it's in like 4 months.
It wasn't in 4 months.
She's
It
like,
was in 3
"Ugh,
weeks.
It's kind of a little presumptuous of you. Like,
It was in 3 weeks. You make it seem like I invited her to a goddamn wedding like a year from.
that's
Like a year.
that's very.
Hey, you want to go to a wedding? When is it?
I got asked to have somebody as my wedding date 4 years. No, yeah, 3 years.
No,
prior to
you
the
want to hear
wedding.
presumptuous? I've been way more presumptuous than that. That was 3 weeks. I invited a girl to prom in December.
How'd that turn out?
Terrible, because she wasn't my date.
What did she say?
Huh?
What did she say?
So
She said yeah, but then a
I-
better option came along.
I'll
was
tell
like, "Oh, that was
I'll tell you the
last year."
story. So when I was in high school, I'll try not to be as long-winded as Tony is usually. I was
You
in,
gonna let him talk about you like that?
I was in high school and I was working at
Fuck
this.
Junkyard. I don't give a fuck about him. If he dies, he dies.
Hey, life stuff everywhere, bro.
It is.
I mean, we're all dying, right?
Hey man, change that. I keep like
Yeah, keep looking.
I keep looking at that meat just spinning in it.
For those who can't see it, which is everybody, Junkyard had this GIF of a piece of chicken spinning
It
on
was a chicken. It was just a piece of meat.
spinning
it was
on
like
a
red meat.
gear
A
and
meat spin.
swiping right on Tinder. And I was just staring at it for the past 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was in high school, and I was working at this sports retail location.
Sports Authority.
To become unnamed.
Doesn't matter. It's closed now. It doesn't exist anymore.
I don't want to give them the.
Was it Dick's?
It was,
It was Sports
Dick's, I don't
Authority.
think Dick's existed at the
No,
time.
it was Sports Authority.
Oh, Sports Authority doesn't exist anymore?
Yeah. No, it got bought out by Sport Mart.
No,
and then-
Sport Mart got bought out by Sports Authority, and then
then-
Sports Authority
Went out of business.
went out of business.
Where am I going to get all my sporting goods
Dick's.
equipment?
Dick's. You gotta pay a premium though. That shit ain't cheap.
That shit's expensive as fuck.
Or you can go to REI.
What's that?
Yeah, but REI doesn't have all sports equipment. They only have certain sports stuff.
And the sports they do fucking suck.
It's like fishing and hiking.
There's you can go to Bass Pro Shop.
Oh yeah.
That's a cool place.
Get some
as far
MAGA
as
hat.
fuck,
They
though.
sell MAGA hats in there too.
Oh.
Anyway,
You go to
continue.
PGA Tour Superstore.
So you're working at Sports Authority.
So I'm working at Sports Authority, and there was this girl that I had met that I really liked. She actually lives like a block away from here.
Oh, we should go say what's up.
I saw her the other day. I was walking down the street.
Did you say
Anyway,
what's up?
Did
no.
you like, hey, remember me?
She was with her husband and her like 3 kids or some shit.
That could have been you.
Did she, when she saw you, did she say, "Come on, children, walk faster"?
No, she was at her house.
Okay.
Anyway, so I met her, at Sports Authority. She was in college and I was a senior in high school.
Oh.
Yeah, she was like a freshman in college. She was like a year older than me, a couple years older than me. I don't remember. Anyway, I really liked her, and I never got enough gall to like ask her out on a date. But we did hang out a couple times with other mutual friends from work, and just one day I was like, "Hey, you want to go to prom with me?" And she's like, "Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I never went to my own prom.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I would love to go to prom with you." I'm like, "All right, awesome, straight." It was in December, mind you. Prom's not till June.
Oh, so
That, my friend, was presumptuous.
so what happened?
But anyway, so the time went by. I quit that Sports Authority because my managers had changed, and the new manager there fucking sucked. I fucking hated them, so I quit. I'm like, fuck this, I'm leaving. And then my old manager from that Sports Authority that was at a different Sports Authority rehired me at that Sports Authority.
Okay.
So I went to there. So I kind of stopped talking to her. We kind of lost touch, whatever. And then I met this girl at school, and I think we had one of the classes together, and I just started talking to her, and we started going on dates and shit, and I really liked her. She didn't have a prom date, and she kept on like hinting, like, "Oh, if I don't get asked to prom by somebody, like by next week or whatever," she would just like throw out dates.
You should be like, so I don't
Like-
give a fuck. I don't know you.
Yeah, well, I didn't know where I was dating her,
Oh,
and
I barely know you, so fuck you.
I was that was the old Junkyard. That was the more
okay.
sensitive Junkyard. They actually did care.
That was the junkyard. They would care about
Yeah,
someone dying.
exactly.
Okay.
Not this Junkyard. Nope.
You've
Anyway.
been scorned too many times.
Yes. Anyway, so I asked her. I was like, "Fuck, I guess I should just ask her to prom." But like, I gotta break up with the other prom date first, right? Like, I gotta tell her I'm not gonna go with her. So I made up some fucking bullshit. I was like, 'cause I didn't want to hurt her feelings, Like I
The
felt
other
bad.
one?
Yeah.
I'm sure she didn't even remember.
She did remember because
Oh.
because I still had another mutual friend that I still talked to, that said that she was like looking for dresses and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, fuck. I was like, how am I going to do this? So at our school, and I didn't even know this till like that year because one of my friends wasn't going to graduate and they weren't going to let me go to prom because it's a privilege. So like they were taking away the privilege of going to prom if you weren't going to graduate because you have bad grades or whatever the fuck. So I'm like, fuck, what if I tell her I'm not going to graduate and I'm not going to go to prom? But
What if I lie?
yeah, basically I'll make up a fucking lie so I don't, because I felt bad. I was like, I tell her I'm not going to graduate.
Because I'm retarded.
And I'm going to go with a friend of mine, and she's going to get the tickets under her name, and I'm just going to go with her as opposed to
Because you can't get your own tickets.
no, exactly. So so that's what I did.
What can go wrong? That sounds like a
What can go
foolproof
wrong,
plan.
guys?
That sounds like a
sounds like a
foolproof-
great plan.
well thought out.
Yes.
Covered all your bases.
Yep. So I told her that, and she's like, I'm like, hope you didn't buy your dress yet. And she's like, no, everything's good, whatever, blah, blah. She said, okay, great. I feel bad for you, my bad, or whatever. It's all good. Don't worry about it. I'm like, sweet. I got the in. So I asked this girl that I liked when I was dating to prom. And of course she said yes, because she was like dick riding me about it this without subtly. Anyway, I had another classmate that worked at Sports Authority with that other girl, and she tricked on me hard as fuck. Like, she found out that I had told her about that, and I broke up with her, and I was going with this other girl. And I don't know how she found out, but she found out the whole thing.
She must have
So
been
she
good,
went
'cause
and-
this is before social media.
Yeah, this was before social media. So this was all
This
like
is word of mouth.
Oh.
yeah.
This is word on the street is. Word on the street is Junkyard's got a date.
Yeah. So so she goes back to this girl and tells her. And then she told the other girl some shit. I forgot what the fuck she told her.
So she told your current date and your
And my previous date, she turned both of them against me.
So all three of them went to prom.
No, hold on.
And
So
Junkyard was all by himself.
so my second date, the girl that was at school with me,
The one you wanted to go with.
the one I wanted to go with, got all fucking pissed, went to Sports Authority to confront the other girl for a reason I have no idea why. So she went to confront her, and she made a scene at the Sports Authority with the other girl.
not to interrupt you, but were you even worth like
No,
having a
that's
scene?
definitely not.
I was way thinner than I am now.
Yeah, but were you like?
Yeah, that was
Were you
that was a junkyard you could set your clock
Were
to.
you attractive enough?
This was peak Junkyard. We all
This
peak
was-
at different
yeah.
times. Junkyard peaked
okay.
in high school.
No, I peaked a little bit after, but I was peaking. I was on my rise. How's that? More
That's true.
now. I'm
You know
now
what?
I'm on my
No, you're right.
descent.
I think you peaked in high school, and then when I met you, you were like you plateaued
Yeah.
because you didn't really.
Yeah, I didn't get much better.
And then
but
after a
then,
while,
but then
yeah.
now, but now I'm now we're
then it was a steady decline.
yeah, just like all of us. I mean,
Yeah.
look at Tony. That is not peak. This is not
This
peak
is-
Tony.
This is not even close to peak Tony. Now,
You were just a
Tony
shell
Devine.
of your
Tony,
former self.
now, Tony Devine, circa 2005. Whew. Now there's a Tony you can set your clock to.
Yep.
Oh.
So anyway, so yeah, I was a cat's meow.
You were the bee's
And
knees.
I was the bee's knees. So she went over there and she started fucking fighting and blah
Made a
blah blah
scene.
whatever. Made a scene. I was at the other sports authority that day.
Dude, she should have gone to the tennis section and made a racket.
Anyway,
All right, wrap it up, Junkyard. We gotta go.
anyway, so I get a call because we had the phones that could call each other between stores. And you just dial an extension and he just calls that store.
So now there's multiple stores.
So I get a
involved.
fucking phone call in my department, and I'm like, it was one of my other friends that work there. Was like, hey man, there's chicks over here making a fucking crazy like a scene and blah blah. And anyway, no, I'm lying. So my friend did call me and tell me that, but then she's like, wait, she wants to talk to you. So
Why would he give?
no, it was a girl. It was a girl. So she passed the phone to me, and she's like, I don't ever want to talk to you again. Blah blah blah. The girl that I was going to prom with, the second girl.
So this is girl number 2.
This is girl number 2.
She talked to you on a confidential line.
Yes,
that is
a
only
work
for,
line.
that is only for Sports Authority employees.
Exactly.
And affiliates. Not for customers.
Nope. And she was definitely not a customer that night.
And she wasn't even a customer.
And she fucking basically told me she never wanted to talk to me again. Click.
And she couldn't tell you that at school. She had to tell you that like.
She told me over the phone.
Okay.
But anyway, I was like, what the fuck? And I couldn't do anything because I was at work.
So then you go back to date number 1, like, babe, I'm so sorry.
No,
I
didn't.
don't know what that was. You know, bitches be crazy.
But the cool thing is that she got the tickets ready, so we're good to go. No, I didn't say that. That would have been great. No, but I didn't talk to the other girl. I felt really bad. So after work, I remember I tried calling her. This was back when we had I had a singular phone. Remember the old little ones, like the little
Yeah.
Nokias?
yeah.
I had one of those, and I called her. I'm like, man, like what's like and she didn't answer. No, I'm lying. She answered once, and she's like, I don't want to fucking talk to you, like blah blah, like it's over, whatever. And I tried calling her after that. She never fucking called me back. I was like, well, fuck, whatever. So then I'm here. I had already bought the tickets for prom. I had rented my tux. I had rented a car because instead of doing a limo, I rented a convertible Mustang. And I bought tickets to like a party boat afterwards because me and my friends were all going to a party boat. And I had saved up like all my Sports Authority money for prom. You know, I paid everything out of my pocket. So I'm like, fuck, I got all this shit and I don't have a fucking date. So what the fuck am I gonna do now? So
Wait, so date number 1 didn't want to like.
I didn't want to talk to her. I didn't want to go back crawling on hands and knees like, oh baby girl.
But did you talk to her after that?
I did, but not till like a year later.
So after this girl dumps you because she's pissed and made a scene, the original girl she didn't talk to you.
No,
She didn't.
not like recently after that. No, not like shortly after
So
that.
she didn't even acknowledge like, hey, what the fuck was
No.
that?
No.
You just assumed that up,
No, because my other friend talked to her and
and it was pretty much
it was
done.
cool. Yeah, and she wasn't about drama, like, and she didn't really care. Like she was just kind of like, what the fuck is this crazy bitch? Type thing. Like,
Were you mad? Like, don't talk about my woman.
yeah, right. Anyway,
Why is she coming in here making a racket?
stupid. Anyway,
Get it? Because it's a sports authority.
I get it.
so I go back to school and I'm like, fuck, and I tell my friends, and my friends are like, well, you should go. Well, that sucks, man. Here, and everybody tried hooking me up with these girls. All like, none of them were like everybody's like a sophomore or like a junior. I'm like, I'm not going with no fucking under.
If there,
like-
it could have been a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, they wanted to hook me up with this one girl that ended up being my girlfriend later on. But that's a side story. But anyway, and I was like, no, I'm not going with these fucking people. Like, fuck it, I'm not even gonna go. Fuck it, I'm just not. I just won't go, even though I spent all this money. But whatever, fuck. And anyway, finally, one of my friends was like, just go with this other girl. She's, we're just friends. Like, just go with her. And I'm like, I guess. So I asked this other girl that was just a friend of mine, like, we weren't even that good of friends, and she's like, she didn't have a date, and she wanted to go, so I was like, I guess fine. So I asked her to go with me. It was a terrible night. Worst prom ever. Well, actually, it wasn't the worst, but it could have been better.
It's the only prom we've been to.
It's the only prom I've ever been to.
So
I've been to 4 proms.
Lucky you.
I've been to none.
5? 4 or 5? Whatever. One of those 2.
But yeah. But it was.
Did you fail that many times?
Yeah. I was held back 4 times in a row.
But I didn't get a kiss. I didn't get anything because she was just a friend of mine, and I had no like feelings for her, and she had none for me. It was just like.
At least you went with someone.
Yeah,
one of the proms I went to, I went by myself. Well, actually, my senior prom.
That sucks.
No, it was actually cool.
Oh.
I got 2 meals. The food was good, so I got 2. I got to put my feet up. Got double the dessert.
Why did you buy 2 tickets?
Well, yeah. I bought,
Well, you buy. I think they sell them in pairs. I don't think they sell them. Oh no, you can buy a solo
buy
tickets, right? Yeah, you can buy solo tickets.
this girl. That
So it's implied that you'll have a date?
He bought 2 tickets.
No, I bought 2 tickets because I had a date.
Uh,
And this girl wanted me to go with her. She's like, "Oh, like, are you going to prom?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she actually asked me, she's like, "Oh, you should go with me." I'm like, "All right, cool." So I liked her, so I'm like, "All right, awesome." And this was like right before like the deadline to buy the tickets. So I remember like the next day I bought the tickets. We made arrangements. Like we rented like a truck, an SUV, because there was a couple of us going. So I rented a Tux, got everything. And like 2 days before the actual prom, she told me she can't go because her boyfriend won't let her. I didn't know she had a boyfriend at the time. So I was like, well, these tickets are non-refundable.
Right.
just said he could come too.
He could go with me. Just take the tickets. You guys can go have a good time.
Yeah, but no, actually, I ended up going with one of my buddies. He's like, "Oh, you should just take my sister," and I'm like, "All right, sure. If she wants to go, she wants to go." I mean, the ticket's there, so
All right.
So yeah, she ended up.
See how I'm going.
Yeah, she's cool.
Oh, and then at prom, so check this out. So one of my friend Victor, his date, it was his girlfriend at the time. So like we were all me and my group of friends, like my like some people some guys you met, like my friend Lewis, you guys met him at the he was one of my groomsmen.
No, I don't know who that is.
You met him at the wedding. Well, anyway.
I don't think he's real.
Okay, whatever. Him and a bunch of other fake friends.
Tell me you don't give a fuck about him because you don't know him.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's great.
If he dies, he dies.
Who'd you say?
Lewis?
Wilson?
Yeah, Wilson. That's great. Anyway, so we were all supposed to sit together, and my friend's girlfriend was like, "No, you can't sit here. Like you said, you weren't coming, so we just got enough seats for all of us." And her boyfriend, my friend, was like, he was like, "What the fuck's your problem? Like, let him sit here. Like, who cares? Like, we'll just pull up another chair. Like, there's enough room. Like, just because it's seated for like 10, like you can fit more than like." And she's like, no, you can't sit here, blah, blah, blah. And they got into an argument. And I'm like, whatever, fuck it. I'll just go sit over there with
How did that make
the
you
rest of
feel?
people. I didn't care. I was already
Damn,
like,
Junkyard, you're the coolest motherfucker
no,
on the planet.
no, I was already
Do
at the
you care
point.
about anything?
No, at that point, I was already like, A, I lost my 2 dates. B, like, I'm here with some chick I don't even like, like,
Did you walk
cares?
At that point, you
this
probably
prom.
walked into prom with a leather jacket, sunglasses, a cigarette hanging out from your mouth. They're like, "Who's that? That's Junkyard."
And
He's
it's
dateless.
It's funny that we're talking about that because the other day, like, I was cleaning up some shit in my room, and I found like these old pictures from prom, and I have one with our friend Chris and his date.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Who's his date?
There's one girl that he really liked. I think I kind of ruined it for him. I feel kind of bad. I think I ruined his prom.
Oh, you're a great friend.
Because it wasn't my fault. She was a bitch.
Oh,
Because I remember we rented an expedition.
wait, hold on. Is this a Chris minute?
Yes, it'll be a Chris minute. We can do a Chris minute. So Chris, he rented. We all put in.
I
We
haven't
rented.
seen Chris in forever.
You're not missing much.
Oh yeah, that's true. Anyways, go on.
So we rented like an expedition at the time, and so he came to pick me up. Well, we picked up his date, then he came to pick me up, and then we're gonna pick up my date, and then 2 other people, and then we're gonna head over. So, when he picked me up, he's parked in front of my house, and I think he went like to the store across the street or something. So I was just in there, and I was talking to his girl.
Did he get like deli meat? They don't sell liquor.
No,
He wants to get a lollipop, man. Shit.
all I know is that me and her were talking. I don't know exactly where he went, but for like a few minutes, it was just me and her talking in the car. And she was talking about, she was talking about she was talking about marriage, just like I guess just generally like about getting married and stuff. And I was like,
How is she like 18, 19?
She was a senior.
Probably like 17, 18.
So and I was like, and she started asking me like, oh, thinking about like getting married, and I want to have a family. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And she's like, oh yeah, like, well, what about you? I'm like, no, I'm not thinking about that. Like, first of all, like, I think marriage is a waste of time. It's a waste of money.
You're like 30 something, and you still feel the same.
Exactly.
Way. I'm proud of you.
Exactly. I stick to my guns. I discovered that at a very early age, and I've yet to change my mind. So anyway, I'm telling her this, and she's like, so you don't think you'll get married? I'm like, no, probably never get married. Fuck that shit. And apparently she took that like, she was very offended by that. And so then she started talking shit. So then I started talking shit.
Like, what would she say?
I don't remember, but she was just like, I remember we were just going at it. And then like we didn't really talk the rest of the night, so she was just like in a shitty mood like the whole night
Because of your beliefs on marriage?
I guess so. Maybe that's what started it, but apparently like the rest of the night she was just like, she was a total bitch. Because I remember when we were at prom, like she told Chris like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to one of my friends, some girl. So he's like, okay. So then she goes over there, and she's gone for like a majority of the night. And I guess she was like talking to some other guy, apparently, or something. I don't know. So anyway, so we all come back, and I had a gay old time, but she's in a shitty mood, and like I guess Chris is not in the best mood because she's just being a bitch.
Oh.
So it's funny. So we're driving back, and there's this restaurant by my house where they have tacos. It's open to like 2 a.m. El Mesón. And he's like, oh, we should go get tacos. So then Chris is like, all right, well, like, does anybody want to go home? Because it's already after prom. It's already like 11. Like, if you guys need to go home, let me know so I can drop you guys off. Mm-hmm. If not, then we're going to go eat. And then he asked his girl, like, hey, do you want to go eat with us, or do you want me to take you home? And she's like, no, like, I'll go eat with you. Begrudgingly, she said it. He's like, no, I guess I'll go eat. So whatever. So he jumps on the E-way, on the expressway.
Where was your prom at?
It was at the Carlisle in
Lombard. Yeah.
So he jumps on, was it 290, 994?
294. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so he's driving, and then she starts complaining that she's saying that she wants orange juice. Like, she needs orange juice.
While on the road?
While on the road. She wants orange juice.
Maybe she had a vitamin
C deficiency.
Maybe.
C deficiency.
All of a sudden, all of a sudden, like, she needed vitamin C.
Maybe she's like diabetic and she needs like,
ironic,
blood sugar.
She was in very close danger of getting scurvy.
And she needed citrus.
Ironically, the song "Graduation" from Vitamin C was our prom song.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that kind of like.
I think that was ours too. I think it was everybody's for that era.
That era, that was everyone's graduation song. It was just like such a cop out.
Oh, I can feel the scurvy coming on right now.
Because you graduated like the year before I did, so it was.
Yeah, it's probably the same. They recycled. So anyway, so she's saying like, I want orange juice. And Chris is like, all right, well, fuck. All right, let me pull. So he gets off and finds a gas station. He's like, fuck it, I'm going to put gas while I'm here. So he puts the gas. He's like, do you want anything else? She's like, no, I just want some orange juice. So obviously they didn't sell orange juice. All they had was like Sunny Delight.
Oh.
So he gets her like a little bottle of Sunny D.
That's not orange juice?
No, it's not.
That is not, because she was none too pleased.
That's got high fructose corn syrup.
She just looked. She's like, I don't want it.
Oh, I would be pissed.
I'd be pissed too. So anyway, but Chris is a gentleman, so he's like, oh fuck.
I don't know if he's a gentleman. He's just a pushover.
He took a page from the book of Junkyard. No spine. So anyway, so we get to the restaurant. And we after she didn't touch her Sunny D, I ended up drinking that Sunny D. She's like, you don't want to give me that shit.
Yeah.
So I drank that Sunny D, and my scurvy went away immediately. Vitamin C. So we get to the restaurant, and we all order food, and as soon as they take our order, she's like, I want to go home.
What? Like right before you guys eat?
Right before, as soon as we finish ordering, and the takes away our menus, and she's like, take me home. I want to go home.
What a cunt.
And then Chris is like, what? He's like, I asked you if you want to come. He's like, no, I just want to go home. Take me home now. So he had to take her home and come back.
He actually did?
Yeah, he did.
How far did she live from there?
I have no idea. I don't think it was that far because he came back. I think when he came back, the food was already there. I don't know how cold it was. But
Was getting cold and eaten.
it was getting cold and eaten because I remember he got some good ass tacos that I ate. I think I ate one or two of them. But I think he was too caught up with everything that was going on. He didn't realize he was missing a taco or two.
So it was okay. It was all
And
good.
it didn't matter because even though they were getting cold, they weren't as cold as their heart.
Oh yeah.
So
Poor Chris.
yeah, that was a story. But that was his because he's a year younger than me. So that was my senior prom and his junior prom. So I think the following year he did all right. So
And that, my
because
friends,
I wasn't around. Actually, I was there for that one, but I didn't go with him and his friends.
Poor Chris.
That was a crisp spin it.
Yeah.
He could have at least told her like, "No, I'm gonna eat my food, then I'll take you home."
Well, this is Chris circa 1999/2000.
Oh,
He was very much of a pushover.
before I gotcha. It's a nice segue.
You know what that means, right?
Like us on Facebook, Facebook.com.
No. That is our crazy news story time. So today's news story is farting felon pleads guilty to federal gun and drug charges. So it's so basically being interrogated by police is as real gas
Is
for-
a real gas.
is a real gas for one Kansas City man facing federal gun and drug charges. Maybe that's why a 25-year-old allegedly farted repeatedly while being questioned after his arrest in November 2017. On Monday, Sean Sykes Jr. pleaded guilty to one count of possession with intent to sell cocaine, heroin, and marijuana, and using a firearm in furtherance of a drug crime, according to Kansas City Star. The plea gave journalists a chance to look back to his original interrogation, which occurred in September 2017 after a routine traffic stop. When police searched the car Sykes was in, they found a backpack that contained various drugs and 2 handguns. One of the handguns was a .357 Magnum that had been reported stolen out of a car in Independence, Missouri a few days earlier, according to court documents obtained by the Kansas City Star. The detective questioning Sykes said the suspect engaged in some very stinky behavior during the interrogation. At one point, when the detective asked Sykes for his address, the suspect leaned to one side of his chair and released a loud fart before answering with the address. When Sykes wouldn't stop farting, the detective said he ended the interview.
He's like, all right, cut it.
Sykes will be sentenced after pre-sentence report is completed, according to the Associated Press. So yeah, sounds like our friend Alejandro. Some shit he would do.
He can.
And if it stinks as bad as his does, after one fart, they'd be like, "All right, we're gonna have to end it here."
He could clear out a room.
Exactly. So, yep.
That's a way to beat your case, right?
Well, he's still being sentenced. He's just, farting. I don't know.
But they're not going to question him as hard as they should.
Maybe he got a little lighter time. We never know. I don't know.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
You know what that means? Time for gripes, Tony.
I had a gripe. I don't remember.
I did too. Shit.
Mamba.
Didn't you hear me? I did have one, but I don't remember.
I think I have one written down. Hold on. Let me check.
There's
That's why you
many
guys should-
things I wanted to complain about.
That's why you guys should write shit down.
You're right. I should get a Newton.
Bless
Oh,
you.
thank you.
What is something I should complain about?
Gripe. Here it is. Oh, look at that. There's plenty there.
There's like 2 words there.
Exactly. There's nothing there.
It just says gripe. Gripe. And then gripe 1. And they're both blank.
So did we all forget?
Well, I did have a gripe, but we kind of talked about it already. It was the whole Roman Reigns thing. But
Oh, you know
I'm
what we
over it.
forgot to talk about?
what?
Forgot to talk about, I mean, since none of us have gripes, we forgot to talk about how Hillary Clinton and Obama got
Gut bomb.
bombs delivered to them.
Yeah. Okay. What about?
I don't know.
Chucky doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't know any of them.
You're right. I don't.
Yeah.
They die, they die.
No, I do care about Obama because I liked him as a president. Hillary.
You think she could use a bomb or two delivered to her?
So do you think if I play some matches with Roman Reigns, you can develop a emotional attachment to him so you start caring? You think that'll help?
Maybe. Might help. Or if you like, invite him to like the podcast or something.
I'll do it.
Or we can have him as a guest. I'll care.
And you can tell him how you don't give a fuck. That he's dying.
Well, it depends. If he tells me his story first before I can get a chance to, like, if I hear it from his own mouth, like, then maybe I'll start caring.
If it makes
And then by the time he's done with the story, then I'll probably care. So then it no longer will pertain.
Believe it or
what I'm
not, there was bigger trolls than you on the internet, though.
saying? Like what?
After that announcement, I went through Instagram comments.
Oh,
and
God.
people were like, "Thank God they finally got rid of him."
Oh, it's bogus.
I mean, they might have been joking, but there's a lot of people who weren't fans of his.
See, whatever. I mean, I don't know. I already said my piece.
No, say what you're gonna say.
No, I mean,
We don't have gripes. We have time to kill.
I don't. No, like I said, I don't. It doesn't. It just. I don't watch wrestling. I don't have any attachment to Roman Reigns either way. I did. Like I said, I didn't think. I forgot that he existed till that article came up. He might as well have been dead to me because
People just didn't. They didn't like him in the WWE, fans didn't, because they feel like he was being pushed to. You know how Conor McGregor is like the face of the UFC, and
Yeah.
Dana White like wants us to like him.
yeah,
Or say Sage Northcutt, how he was like,
I love Sage.
fuck Sage. But you know how he was like, oh, pay attention to this guy. Or Paige.
Paige. Yeah, Paige was pushed.
That's basically how.
I like Paige.
That's basically what they.
I like Paige and Sage.
That's basically what they do with. Now that I think about it, Dana White only really promotes like blonde
Well, you think he hates Tyron Woodley?
Caucasian UFC fighters.
McGregor's not really blonde.
But he's pale enough.
Ronda was blonde.
Ronda
That's
was
right.
very blonde.
They're on the right side of the, of the color. wheel.
Yeah, that's why like with Amanda Nunes who beat Ronda.
I don't know. You know what though? He did promote John Jones when he was up. When he was at the top of his career.
So is he like out or what the fuck's is he done?
John?
Yeah,
No,
he's
he's coming
fighting
back.
in
Gustafsson.
December.
Yeah, he's fighting Alexander
He
Gustafsson.
gets his ass kicked.
You hope he gets his ass kicked?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't like him. I don't know him, so I don't give a fuck if he dies.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it. That's the
Do
end.
we have no gripes? I have a question, but no, you guys have no gripes? No gripes? You guys didn't think about your gripes?
I couldn't think of
I
him.
had a good grave too.
Yeah.
I have a gripe. Now that I think about it.
No, we're good.
Okay. I can say it for next time. It's cool.
No, it's okay. Just now I want to hear it.
You're probably not gonna care. So my gripe is when people are just fucking cunts for no reason.
Well, that's
How can you rip about yourself?
yeah. And
Well,
also,
see,
that's a
I'm
very
not being a cunt. I'm being honest.
that's a very general.
It is general. I will give you a specific example though.
Give us a case study.
So at work, there's this person that's always a fucking bitch.
That's your real job, or your
My real job.
Uh-huh.
Like, she just complains about everything. So here, let me give you. So I'll give you a couple stories. One,
She's a habitual complainer.
he's a habitual complainer. Yet, but she does it. There's people that are complainers but aren't bitches. She is a bitch and she's a complainer,
double whammy.
and she's fat and ugly.
Ugh.
Oh.
So she's got nothing going on for her.
No,
Okay, continue.
but she's surprisingly married, which I don't understand how that happened. But anyway, so I'm going to give you a couple examples. One, so she has this, so there's like an application that she uses to like teach kids whatever math on her iPad, or on a couple iPads. There's like an iPad for class. And
ATS.
it's like you have to like log out in order for it to work. Like it'll like stop working in the middle of use, and then you have to log out, log back in for it to start working again. So I made a ticket with the company because that's not nothing I can do about it because
Yeah.
it's through the app, you know. So I opened up a support ticket with the company who made the app and troubleshoot it. They asked me, can you send us a video of when it's happening?
Oh God.
So I was like, okay, like that doesn't seem like a big deal. So I wasn't the one that was talking to her. It was like I had a person in between us.
Yeah.
So I asked that, but I already know who the bitch is, and I know like she's always complaining. So I asked her if she could ask if they could send a video. It's quick, like as soon as it happens, just take a quick video of it happening, and then show us. It takes 2 seconds, and if it happens that often, then it shouldn't be that difficult. So she said, "No, I'm not gonna do it."
Just like that.
Just like that. She's like, "No, I don't have time for that." Like You're fucking complaining. She was complaining hard about this, yet she refuses to do anything to help get the problem resolved. So obviously you don't give a fuck like that much. Like, why the fuck are you complaining so hard? You know, like if you're not willing to help your own like situation, like we're looking at this because of you, fucking bitch. That's one situation number one. Situation number two is so like same person. So she puts in a request that has nothing, same things, nothing to do with me. But she put in a request with us because we're, you know, since we're tech, everything comes to us, whether it's related to us or not. And like it's about a website, like they can't log into this website. Okay, so she sent to us and to like the person that's in charge of like the teachers basically. And she's like, oh, that, you know, she's like, yeah, I've been hearing complaints. I already opened up a ticket with support. She said that, like the other person, you know. So she's like, I will get back to you as soon as they get back to me. So we close the ticket out because, you know, they opened a ticket, like it has nothing to do with us. Like she's already taking care of it, like, you know, and it's not on our end, it's the website. So we close the ticket out. She sends this long ass email like, why did you close the ticket out without a resolution? Like you don't, you know, why even open a ticket if that's the case? Like, you know what, like you didn't even solve the issue. I'm still having problems and blah blah blah. And we're like, what the fuck? Like she sent, not only did she send her an email, she sent an email to every teacher in the whole district about the exact issue.
So they could rally against you.
No, not her. I'm talking about the head person. She told them like, oh, there's a problem. I already contacted support. Like, we're working on it. Right. But yet she still, the person complaining still fucking comes to us and says that shit. Like, what the like, bitch, didn't you read 2 emails? Like, why the fuck are you complaining? My boss actually went up to her like face to face and was like, listen, like, we're like, they're working on it. Like, it's not like we're not have anything to do with it. Or she's already taken care of it. Like, she sent 2 emails. Like, what the fuck are you complaining about? Like, shit like that pisses me off. Like, and it was like when I saw that, when she sent that email complaining about it, was like I was getting in the shower. It was like 6:30 in the morning, and I was about to jump in the shower, and I saw it on my phone, and I'm like, what? So I was like, I just woken up, about to jump in the shower and get ready for work, and like I see this bullshit. It was just, I just wanted to go over there and choke the shit out of her.
What time did she send that email?
Like 6:30.
God damn.
But anyway, it was. I just hate complainers, and she just, like I said, she finds every fucking reason to complain, like shit that has nothing to do with it, and I just don't like people that are fucking cunty and complaining for no reason. That's my gripe.
It's a pretty good gripe.
Hell
It's
no,
funny you should mention
motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck
because
up.
where I work, we have a ticketing system, except that I'm the only person that pretty much does it now. And I don't know. For the most part, I try to stay on top of it. I try to take care of people's requests and whatever. But there is one type of ticket that whenever I see, I almost immediately ignore it or just close out the ticket. And I feel I come very close to just writing something like very condescending.
Oh, so you're like Junkyard with leukemia.
Exactly. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If it dies, it dies. And that ticket is about the fax machine. First of all, why the fuck are people still using? Like,
Yeah.
I'll get a ticket like, oh, the fax isn't working. Like, and if they open up a ticket and I see a ticket, fax machine not working, I'm like,
You're like,
okay,
yeah.
that's going at the end of the pile because I'm not gonna go. And the funny thing is, like, most of those, the reason they need a fax machine is not even because of work. It's because, oh, I need to fax this to my doctor or some shit. It's like, okay,
Oh,
first
so
of all,
it's for personal
it's for
stuff.
personal. Yeah, sometimes it's sort of personal use. I'm like, okay, so this isn't even for like. But sometimes they do need it for like, oh, this property needs this. I'm like, they're like, the fax machine's
email
not
to them.
working. So, do you have any idea when it's gonna be fixed? I'm like, no. I'm like, oh, so what should I do? I'm like, you can scan an email for free.
Yeah.
And it's 10 times faster. We have a
It takes like
scanner.
2 seconds.
We have a scanner. You have an email. You scan it and you
Most
email
copy
it.
machines scan and email.
Exactly. You scan it and you
Turns it
email
into a PDF like that.
What?
Shoots it straight to the person.
Okay. All right.
And if you're and
For
if,
those who don't know, just slow down. Scan it, this physical piece of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then turn it into
yeah, so you're already
a
you-
what?
PDF.
Say it again.
PDF.
Slower.
P.
You want me to basically do magic.
Yes.
Is that alchemy? I'm supposed to turn this paper into something digital? Yeah, and it's, I don't know, like, I see those tickets and I was like, why? It's like, just scan an email. Like, and it's funny because some people, like, are like, oh, like, they don't, like, this company doesn't want to email because of security purposes. Like, you're telling me that a fax machine is more secure. Like, you're going to send this fax, that machine's going to spit out that piece of paper.
And anybody in the office
can just walk by and grab it
No,
and
but
look
they
at
have
it.
somebody there who like grabs it and then they eat whatever. message they get.
No, they look at it and they eat it. And then
And then they tell you in person.
They tell you
Like
in
they
person.
whisper it in your ear.
this is what the fax was. But yeah, like,
How old is that fax machine?
it's actually
Probably new, right?
no. It's actually built into an all-in-one printer that we have.
Oh.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
printer, scanner, copier. It has the fax machine.
I was gonna say, where did
But-
you guys get?
See,
like,
we have at our job at like every school.
And-
There's one fax machine that
And-
nobody uses.
But the issue with that is not like since there's no actual phone lines in the building.
oh, it's VoIP.
We have to use like
an adapter?
an ATA.
Yeah.
oh,
with an
use
adapter.
a magic jack.
You
Basically,
know what? Honestly, a Magic Jack would probably work better than this piece of shit that we have. And it's not only like it's always down, like it's always breaking. Like we fix it, and the problem is with fax machines, like I don't know, the technology is so old, and when you use those converters, like either the baud rate or something just doesn't work right.
Right, it doesn't
Because
communicate properly.
even though when it's working, like even though I send test faxes back and forth. And obviously it's really hard for me to do it because we don't have another fax machine I
right?
can send
You
it
have to do it digitally
So what I gotta do is I gotta go online to
and
this-
send the fake fax.
send
through, like, online,
send like a free fax from an online fax service,
Yeah.
which they can probably use too instead of that fax machine.
Yeah.
yeah, it's way better than that.
Exactly. So I do that to test it, and it works. I send and receive, and I get it. Yet when they send it to whoever, it's not going through. Or when someone tries to send it, it's not going through. I'm like, you fucking email it. Just
Right.
email it.
I agree with you. It's stupid.
Like, fax machine shouldn't even be a thing. So yeah, that's my gripe.
That's a good gripe.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
I don't remember the last time I actually seen a fax machine.
They're still around. We have brand new ones. Nobody uses them, but I think
Like brand new ones, like people are still making them.
Yeah, they still
Like
make them.
there's a company that's still thriving.
It's Canon, I think.
I don't think they're thriving on the fact that they're
Canon,
making fax
Canon,
machines.
Canon
But-
makes everything
Yeah.
except for like TVs, but they make pretty much about everything.
Gotcha.
We got new copiers at work, and not a gripe, totally unrelated, but we got new copiers at work, and everybody now is required to use their like key card to use it. That was a big hoopla.
Ooh, that must have been fun.
It was fun. People are like, why are you guys trying to track us? Big Brother's watching us? Like, no, bitch. It's for convenience.
So sometimes, like when I work late, because there's people that usually that'll be in the call center. They work from like 1 to 10, and there's people that work overnight. But I'm usually, I'm gone by like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So, but some days they're like pretty late, like till 7:30. So I'm there till 7:30. I'm working. I'll just go over to the call center, and people are like, "Oh, like what are you still doing here?" I'm like, "Surprise audit! Everybody, bust out your internet history right now." And it's funny because like there was this girl that was new, and I guess she thought I was being serious. She's like, "Are you really gonna go through our history?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm just kidding."
Yeah,
But
hope
just
you
so you know, I could if I wanted.
I hope
We
you
know
use
it all.
incognito mode.
Oh, that reminded me of that funny ass meme when it's like when you go into incognito mode. It's like I see it's like the memes like someone using like Chrome incognito mode and then immediately get a text message, FBI, bro, where'd you go? Where you at?
That's hilarious. You got a great mom or no?
No, I couldn't remember it. Plus,
Alright.
I stopped thinking about it.
All right.
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they?
I guess
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
That's not even worth it. But I'll do it anyways. So like I don't watch a show. I watch like the first couple episodes and it's terrible. It's called Gotham.
Okay.
Dude,
So they
you don't
really
like Gotham?
I hate Gotham. Anyway, they released the pictures of Shane West. He's going to be portraying the villain Bane, and the pictures are his costume
Shane West.
He's
is
from
Walk to Remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's going to be
How
playing.
is he going to be Bane? He's small. He's tiny.
You want to look it up?
Look it up.
I do want to look it up.
And Gotham is a show on Fox, so they should have.
He's old as fuck too now.
He looks fairly young. They should have a decent sized costume budget, but it is worse than any cosplay I've ever seen.
That looks terrible.
You got to get a full body. Oh, the one right there. Go down. That one's pretty bad, but it's dark. That one. There you go. He has padded muscles.
That's terrible. Yeah, because he's not a big guy. He's tiny.
Yeah.
If you watched him in Walk to Remember, like Mandy Moore is like taller than him.
He's really like skinny too.
I'm on season 3 of Gotham, so no spoilers.
I haven't watched it.
You know what's a really good show? Mayans.
You know what's another good show? The Haunting of Hill House.
You know what's another great
I
show?
want to watch that after you told me about it.
You know what you should watch? You should watch. What's that show that I just?
Oh,
you
yeah?
should
You know
watch-
what you
You
should
should
watch?
watch Black Mirror.
I heard about that one.
Black Mirror is really good.
Ever since Mama recommended Ozark to me, I think I'm gonna watch House on Haunted Hill. Where is that?
The Haunting of Hill House.
Haunting of Hill House.
Apparently, it was.
You know what, Junkyard? I used to care about your obesity, but now I don't give a fuck.
Why?
I don't.
'Cause
I just
Mom's
don't.
got better taste
I don't
in
give-
TV
I don't
shows
give
than
a
you?
fuck. I don't. You know what? If you roll over, you roll over. I don't
He
give a
doesn't
fuck
care
anymore.
about your spina bifida.
I don't care about your scoliosis.
Oh,
You can read the question.
Oh, my bad. I thought we were going to say something else. All right. Dear Tony and Mamba, my best friend of 25 years just got engaged.
Damn, 25 years?
Yeah. I suspect her fiance is gay.
Oh God.
Or there's something seriously wrong with him.
Why would that be wrong?
No, listen. He said,
No,
she said,
I'm listening.
she said he's either gay or
There's-
there's something wrong with him.
So she's implying that if he is gay,
There's
that-
something wrong.
yeah, there's something wrong with
Listen to the question before
Okay.
you start making judgments.
Why are we entertaining questions from bigots?
him. Yeah.
It's not- listen to what she has to say. It says they have been dating for 8 months and he hasn't once tried to have sex with her.
Being a gentleman.
He has
Wait until marriage.
he has used every excuse under the sun as to why.
Bad.
Bad back, tired, etc.
My back.
Junkyard doesn't have a back and he still managed to have sex.
Exactly. My back is broken. Oh, is that like a? Is it a vertebrae?
Yeah,
It's spinal.
He recently proposed her in a public place in front of his family.
Ah.
I don't think he knows the real her, and I don't think she understands the serious implications of her decision to marry him when sexual intimacy was so important to her before. She once told me she would not marry a man without first having sex with him, and that a sexless life is her biggest fear.
That's my biggest fear too.
I feel I should speak up as her best friend.
That should be everyone's biggest fear.
Yeah, it should
A
be.
sexless life.
You know, I know the problem. The rest of the you could finish reading.
Right,
I want
she
you.
says-
But you already figured it out.
Yeah,
It says, I feel I should speak up to her as her best friend. Should I? Seeing red flags in Georgia.
yeah. I bet you see red flags in Georgia. You fucking bigot.
Oh, red flags. I get it.
Somebody's waiting for the South to rise
Man.
again. I say.
The Confederacy, maybe?
That was a good
Yeah.
one. That was a good one, Mamba. That was almost as good as my racket joke.
That's pretty good.
What about your joke? Where's yours?
Wait, what?
Where's your magnum opus? Where's your swan song? I had mine. Mamba had his. Where's yours?
I don't know. Let's keep it. We still got a little
There's
bit of
still
time left.
There's still plenty of time to make fun of Roman Reigns' cancer.
Good.
You gotta answer the question, right? I don't know. Maybe he's gay. Maybe he's just a good old Southern boy and he's waiting till marriage.
I don't know, man. You know those people from the South? They're all about their guns and their pickup trucks, but deep down, they got a little sugar in the tank.
That might be That might be true. But she said herself, her friend usually has sex with a guy before marriage, right?
Yeah.
Or
So if they've been dating for 8 months and I guess he's used every excuse because this is what her friend told her, right? This
Right,
is not
right. That's not like her friend.
And if her friend said that her biggest fear is being in a anti-int or
Anti-sex.
Sexist
being
marriage.
being in a marriage with no intimacy. If that's your biggest fear and she's still going through with it, then I mean,
What if they've had sex, but he's just terrible at it, and she just doesn't want to admit that they had sex?
Or what if they had sex and she's terrible at it, and he's just like, I'm good.
Maybe. Or maybe what if they didn't have sex, but he like went down on her, and her like coochie smells really bad.
Her what?
Her coochie smells really bad.
I haven't heard that word since grade school.
So we're talking about high school and prom. I thought I'd bring it back.
Oh man,
Her coochie. Maybe it's. That sounds like.
come on, Junkyard, move it up to college level. Her box.
That sounds like what a gay guy would say when he's describing having sex with a coochie.
That reminds me of this one time when me and you went to White Castle.
Oh,
one of
yeah.
our White Castle adventures, and we were listening to was it Dr. Drew?
Oh yeah,
And then there's one kid,
love. It was what was it called?
Love Line?
Love line. Yeah.
So there's one kid called in, and he's talking about like you know, I've been with my girlfriend for a few years, and but yada yada.
I love that show.
And he's like yeah, and I went down on her, but like I don't know, like I guess it smells kind of funny, and you know, like it happens, like you know, like it happened with a few other girls and this and that, and like I don't know, is that just me or blah blah blah? And then he's like, wait a minute, how old are you? He's like 13. He's like, you're 13. How much box can you possibly be eating at 13? That's the way he said. How much box are you getting at 13? So yeah,
I love Low Line. That was a great show.
that was a great
Adam
show.
Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Underrated.
Very underrated.
Adam Carolla was fucking hilarious on that show.
Yeah.
I think it was very rated. Like, it was popular.
It was very popular.
Yeah.
No, it was popular, but not popular enough.
I don't
Because
think
if
so?
it was, I think they should it should be a podcast now, but it's not.
Didn't Adam Carolla go on to do his own podcast?
Yeah, but he should be doing a second podcast with Dr. Drew
Oh,
called The Lovecast.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one. We should just do it.
Yeah, why don't we just do it?
We're not doctors, so Dr. Drew had actually very insightful
Is he an
doctor-like
actual-
information.
Is he an actual doctor or is he a Dr. Phil type doctor?
No, he's like a real doctor.
Or is he like a Dr. Oz type doctor?
Yeah.
No, he's not like Dr. Oz. He was actually way better doctor. Well, he at least over the air, he sounded like a better doctor than Dr. Oz. He wasn't trying to sell his like products like Dr. Oz.
So why don't we do it, but without the doctors?
Wasn't that what this segment is?
Okay, I guess so. I guess you're right. I guess we are doing it.
We're living the
it.
dream, guys. We're living the dream.
All right,
Oh,
back
yeah.
to the question. Yeah, I think she should. So she wants to know if she should say something.
Yeah.
I think she should probably tell her best friend how she feels. Like, hey, I don't like this.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with telling her.
Look, she should probably tell, like, look, you're my best friend, but I'm seeing a lot of red flags, and it's not just because we're in the South. But there's a lot of red flags. And just tell her how you feel. And I don't know, maybe she knows, maybe she's okay with it, she's willing to risk it.
Maybe you'll help her come to a realization. Like, yeah, maybe he is gay.
Yeah.
I mean, she did say that he proposed to in front of his family, so he probably was like, yeah, not gay.
So here's what you do, like, she should invite both of them, like her best friend and her boyfriend, out to a strip club. And then she should have her best friend make sure that her boyfriend wears like tight pants and monitor his erection. Like if there's like all these girls dancing, and if he's drawing wood, then you know maybe he's not.
Yeah.
But then have a guy casually walk in front without a shirt or something,
Uh-huh.
and then monitor any activity down there.
Yeah. I see.
That way you don't have to like flat out ask him like, hey man, or, you know,
What's
you
up
like
with
you like
that?
to suck dick or what?
Yeah.
Maybe you should just get naked in front of him and see if his dick gets hard.
True, but what if she's not attractive?
Oh, that's a good point.
Because you're assuming she's attractive.
I am assuming. Well,
Yeah, because for that to happen, she'd have to. be
unless she was
attractive.
like obese or something. Like most naked girls get my dick hard. Like I mean, if you're straight, if she's naked and in front of you,
I don't
pretty
know,
dick
because I
hard,
mean,
yeah.
if a girl just was naked in front of me that wasn't attractive, that wouldn't get my dick.
And if
going.
she's
well, it
just-
depends. What if she's got a nice body?
And what if she's
but
just
not-
standing there naked?
No, she's trying to fuck you.
No, it's gotta be more. It's gotta be more casual. Like she needs to like just casually be like, "Oh, it's really hot in here," and she takes off her shirt or something. You know,
Maybe she should try something like that
it's true.
and
then-
see if his dick gets hard.
And then monitor any activity down there.
Maybe he's got an erectile dysfunction, and that's why he doesn't want to fuck because he can't get it up.
Possible.
That is also possible.
Many possibilities, but we don't know for sure.
Maybe she should just confront. Maybe her friend should tell her, and then she should confront him and ask her why they haven't fucked. You know what I'm saying?
So the friend should ask the boyfriend.
No. The friend should confront her friend
Yeah.
and tell her.
Yeah, tell her this is.
Well, he
Right,
already.
and then she should ask. Then she should have her friend ask her.
Well, she already said he used excuses. Bad back, tired.
Yeah, but after,
etc.
but maybe she's never brought it up. Like, why aren't we fucking? You know,
I don't know. If
it's different when a girl asks why aren't we fucking than a guy, because a guy always wants to fuck.
if it's been 8 months,
You should have fucked already. I think.
yeah, it's been 8 months. There's
What's the longest you guys have gone dating without having sex
What do you mean?
with that girl that you were dating?
Like when I meet them,
Yeah,
as to when.
like right. So like, what's the longest? So like, say you started dating and you started dating and like you guys didn't have sex till like 3 months later. Like the longest. Like
I'm not trying to brag.
what if you never really dated? You're just hanging out. We're just chilling.
That
well,
still counts.
it still counts.
I mean, it hasn't.
I'm not one to brag, but I'm gonna brag right now. I have never waited longer than a week. Actually, did I? My ex-girlfriend, I wasn't trying to talk to her. I think she was trying to talk to me, but she was like, she wanted to hang out with me, but she was like, oh, we didn't go out until the end of the semester because I met her during the school semester. Because if something went wrong, she didn't want to be weird. But we hung out, and then we started making out and stuff. And she's like, oh, we're kind of rushing it. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then the next day I came over and we're hanging out again. And then I so it hasn't been more than a week.
Tony.
I don't know because we're not really dating. It's like I just like a lot of times I would just meet a girl that I would like and we'd hang out like we'd go out, but it wouldn't be like we're exclusive.
What's the longest?
I don't know. It's pretty quick. I think. I'm trying to see what the longest one was. See, that was like pretty quick. Okay, there was this one girl. It was.
Well, let's say like that when you find out they're interested in you.
Oh, when I find out they're interested, yeah, it's usually like.
Because I've hung out with girls
within a week or two. Because there's a girl that I hung out with, and I liked her, and we went out a few times, but then like we.
Was it like a friend thing?
Yeah, we just went out as friends.
Uh,
But then we kind of just like lost touch for a while, and then we reconnected, and then we ended up smashing like a few days later.
yeah.
But there was like a long period in the middle, so I don't know.
If you connect the times when you guys were together, how long was it?
I think it's no more than a few weeks.
Actually, I take that back. It's been years.
Oh, with who?
I'm not gonna say who.
Not with who, but like a girlfriend.
What happened was there was this girl when I was in grammar school. We're boyfriend and girlfriend. This had to be like in the 7th or 8th grade. So we were boyfriend and girlfriend, but we never did anything. And then she moved away, and then time went on, and then out of nowhere she hit me up on Facebook because she said, "Hey, I'm in town. I'm just trying to hang out with people that I grew up with in Chicago. Do you want to hang out?" I was like, "Sure." And then she came out. We hung out, and then she was. We went to the bar, and then we went to our friend's house. And then she was like, "Oh, I'm really drunk. Can I stay at your house?" And I was totally oblivious to this. She was like, "Can I stay at your house?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then I was like, "Oh, you could sleep in my bed." And she was like, "Well, you could sleep here too if you weren't being such a pussy."
Damn.
But basically, so from
What?
7th grade till like
She put you on blast like that?
Yeah, she did.
And what'd
From
you do?
7th grade to
He had to handle his business.
yeah.
Did you pull your dick out right
He
there?
had no choice.
I gave her the strongest orgasm she've ever had. I was like, "How dare you?" That's what I think. I don't know if that's true. Probably not.
She might even orgasm.
Yeah, she probably didn't. She probably faked it super hard.
You pulled the Superman.
But anyways, I like to believe. But it's so, yeah, from 7th grade till I was almost 30. That's when I finally smashed. So
Yeah, but that doesn't count because you were underage.
But I waited a long time for that.
Was it good?
It's none of your fucking business.
Well, the longest for me was with my wife, but that was because she was like in another country. So
Yeah, so I mean,
it was
well,
like through
I think
4 or 5 months.
I think longest for me was then, remember my ex-girlfriend. Because remember I met her through you when you liked her. But then I didn't talk to her for I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
And then she came back in the picture.
Yeah.
And then I smashed.
But it wasn't right away.
No, it wasn't right away. It was maybe... Oh, no, it was a while. I think that was the longest. Because we were hanging out. We were kind of dating.
Yeah.
But then she started, like, dating my friend.
Yeah.
And then I didn't talk to her for, like, a while. Then she came back, and then we smashed.
So it was like a month?
No, it was a few months. Yeah, it was a few months.
There you go, see?
all right, Junkyard, wrap this up because I got to piss.
All right. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids on the Pod. See us on Instagram also at New Kids on the Pod. What do you call it? Shoot us or subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Spotify, everything. Shoot us an email, newkidsinthepod@gmail.com. Send your questions in. Or if you're a female, let us know if you want to be broken up with over the phone or online or texting or anything other than in person.
Just tell us your preferred method of getting dumped.
Or leave us a voicemail. You can even tell us via voicemail 774-40-NKOTP. Mamba.
In a world full of people
with leukemia, don't be Roman Reigns.
You stole it from me. I was gonna say Junkyard doesn't care about any of you, but wow. All right, end it, Junkyard.
All right, we will hopefully
catch.
We will catch you next week. Hopefully, right, guys? Hopefully.
Only if you could record Tuesday.
I will let you know.
All right, because I got a Bulls game to go to on Wednesday.
Ooh, I think I can say it right now, actually.
No, just tell me after because I got to take a mean piss.
I can work Tuesday because I will be at the Bulls game as well on Wednesday.
You mean you can record Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I just told everybody where you work.
I don't work there. I was going to go as a fan. I could be going as a fan, you asshole.
Well, it's too late now.
Anyway, it's not.
You're going to quit that job anyway.
We will check you out next week. Kissies on your...
What I was saying is that you're the mascot.
Dickies.
You're Benny the Bull, right?
I wish.